And I believe we are live.
Wants to say the thing.
Just do
it. Get it over with. Big, fat, wibbly, wobbly penises.
Every time.
There it is.
Done. That is basically our slate in at this point.
I wish it weren't, but, you know.
Give me both, but hey, it's harmless.
Great. So, instead of the DM recapping, why don't you heathens recap for me?
Let's see.
I felt like doing something different.
We made a deal with an archdevil, which will not bite us in the ass in any way, shape, or form. Oh god, what happened?
We got moved.
That depends on who you ask.
We got moved.
Yeah.
RJ dropped his...
RJ has left. He has left the voice chat.
RJ...
Hello? I think turned itself
off. I mean, we don't really need him even in the voice chat, do we? He's hooked to my mic, so...
Yeah, it's the difference of him joining back in and immediately fixing everything, or me having to manually go and fix everything.
Okay, well, which... Is him joining just easier?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I'll give him a sec.
Hold on.
Just don't turn the camera on, I guess?
I'm not.
I still need to.
Okay.
I'll still need to.
You're gonna have to manually fix, by the way.
Yeah.
Well,
then just manually fix it without me in it.
That's a good point.
I guess I'll just switch to...
If you're gonna have to manually fix something anyway.
Yeah.
You might as well just not...
Yeah, okay. I'll just switch to my 5 camera setup. Wait, no, that's without... I hate
Deep
this.
breaths.
Recap after he gets this thing. After he gets this sorted.
Where's...
Can I offer you an egg in this trying time?
Right, I have to... An
egg in these trying times.
You're the migraine foreman.
See, I need to add a thing, which is Gungnir frame, because my 5 camera setup was for after Tyler had left, so I just need to bring him back, and then I need to move him over. Okay, and you can go. I'll just do this while you're going.
Okay. Right.
So, someone can recap while I'm doing this, is what I'm saying.
Sure, we found the mansion. We were in the mansion. We found the owner. Many people decided to run away after he got up the first time we knocked him down. Tyler and I decided, hell no, we're going to do it again. Put him through the floor, to which Quinn shot an arrow into his neck. I tied him up, so he then perpetually came back to life and bled out over and over and over again. The whole time while the archdevil Ball was, being a dick about it, but you know how it is.
He was having a ball.
And good night.
You never did that again. Nope, ending stream. That's it. Oh, the stream's over.
No!
No, I'm kidding.
It's all over. None of us play D&D.
It's all over, but the crying.
Hold on,
I can't get over.
All right, shut up so I can keep recapping, so we can get into this.
All right, it's fixed now. So
anyway, running out of options, we all just agreed, fuck it, let's do it. We went back and forth on the terms. Tor came up with some that sounded okay. Lazuli signed the contract. I yelled at a Celestial who decided to come down and chastise us only after all that shit happened. We found the cave. We found some dynamite. We defeated it wasn't a Death Knight. What was the monster called?
It was a Narzugon, a type of devil.
We creamed him. Tor realized the loophole that Ball was now exploiting, and nobody else cared about it but Tor. And then we found the Lich. And Matt tried to throw a dart and failed. And
it didn't fail. It connected. It just kind of got deflected by an energy shield.
I call that a failure.
Oh, fair enough.
All right.
And,
well, it was a failure that wasn't by anything I could have changed.
Oh yeah, so the skeleton dragon rising out of the tar pit. So
That's fair. If he starts asking us about potatoes, I'm gonna fucking shoot myself.
Okay, you know what? You know what, Matt? The dragon comes out of the tar pit, looks you dead in the eye. That's it. That's all that happens.
Leslie made a new uncle.
Looks at you dead.
Yeah, sorry. Critical point that there is now Uncle Ball.
Uncle Paul.
He is now the second person to put Romulus and Sirius's names in his to-do list.
It's definitely a good idea.
Special
Why is he gonna fuck them though?
Look, man, leave an archdevil to his things.
Yeah,
You try to kink shame him, he'll kill you.
Yeah, really. So all of you watch as this, this dragon's, this bone dragon's hand reaches out of the tar pit and slams onto the shore of, this tar pond, this mine. And you all watch as this thing starts slowly emerging, tar rolling off of its body, revealing its white, kind of yellowish aged bones. And its head appears, the tar seeping off it. There's some tar still on it as it's coming out onto the shore. And it it sounds kind of like a dragon would, but a bit more hollow. Kind of like it's missing some flesh. And I will let you take it away from there, my players.
I assume
you're at the mouth of this room at the big set of doors that entered this chamber. You're all standing there watching this.
Sure.
And Ball he's standing in the back. He's just gonna look at the dragon and go,
That's not a lich.
No.
The thing.
The lich is in the room though.
he's gonna go, that's a fair point. And
What?
him and the lich gone back and forth discussing something before that dragon appeared.
Well,
and
I guess we were gonna have to take care of that.
And Ball is gonna start walking over to Lich and just kind of like finger gun at you, Tor, and go, I guess you are. Roll me some initiative, boys and girls.
I fucking hate that.
Oh, good.
I mean, if we didn't, there wouldn't be a boss fight, so.
All right.
Initiative roll in literal years for this group.
What did you get, Matt?
I got a 9.
9. Tyler?
I got a 5.
Big 5.
Nice.
Big 5. 10.
Quanda. TV?
23.
Ethan, did you get 24?
No, I wish. That'd be hilarious if I ended up number 1, but I don't have a high enough dex score. I got a 17.
I rolled a flat 20. I only have a +3 to dex.
It's literally impossible for me to roll higher than you when you hit that 23.
When you hit that 23 just right.
Unfortunately, I did not choose to go with the dex build barbarian. It just wasn't speaking to me this time.
Just wasn't whispering your name sweetly in the night.
Just wait until you get high enough level to have advantage on initiative.
What?
Barb's get
Barbarians.
Yeah. Yeah, we get a weird amount of advantage on dexterity-based stuff.
Yep.
It's those primal reflexes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the big beach boy and the metal boy both.
Yep.
I mean, we kind of need it because we
Alright.
don't have the bonus of pretty much everybody else.
Yeah, that's level 7. Wouldn't get that.
Level 7. Oh,
Up first is Lazuli.
Lazoodles.
No. Oh, God.
Oh no.
Ethan's gone.
Eth.
Now you're...
Now we lost 2 people.
We have no DM.
Yeah.
We are
Well, I
I'm
think-
gonna find... Oh, there they are.
I think we get to just write a fan fiction
Hello.
and that's how it ends.
Hi, that was fun. What did
Yeah,
you do?
I didn't do anything. The Discord page crashed.
Oh.
Anyway, Lazuli.
Huh?
You're
Back.
yeah, Lazuli, you're up first.
Thanks, Discord.
Yeah. Big big old bone dragon, huh?
Yes, before you is the bone dragon, and floating, we'll say about 30 feet up above the tar pit is the lich.
Well, I'm not gonna focus on the lich.
I'm just telling you what's there.
Sure. I'm not gonna focus on the lich.
I can't hear anyone.
Oh no.
Do I have...
Why?
Matt?
Can you hear?
Hello? Matt?
Miggity Matt.
Wiggity what?
Wiggity what?
I don't fucking know what I want to do. I'm not built for fighting bone dragons.
Okay.
You have support.
Matt, I can hear you.
I'm gonna blade ward. Fuck it.
On yourself?
Yup.
Alrighty.
Why not?
Anyone hear me?
I can hear you.
We got you.
I can hear you.
Can you hear us?
Finally, I've been trapped in the abyss for like 30 minutes.
Oof.
Well,
Alrighty.
you didn't miss much.
And then as a bonus action,
Wait, did we get Harold's
Yeah.
initiative?
Yes, he is on 9.
Yeah, I rolled a 9.
as a bonus action, I'm gonna do my bardic inspiration.
Okay.
And alright, is it bardic inspiration or is it the other thing?
I mean, are you giving someone a bonus? Because that's bardic inspiration.
That's how that works.
Yeah, no, mantle of inspiration specifically. Sorry.
Okay.
5
it's your
temporary
ability.
HP to who needs it?
3 targets. So
3 of you can have it. Who needs it?
I can take or leave it.
I'm
You might as well give it to the 3 frontline fighters, I guess.
Oh, so okay. So
Yeah,
Harrow
I mean-
and
And the barbs.
the barbs, double barb bros.
take it.
In the
Take it.
Barbara.
5 temporary HP to the 3 of you.
Give it to Barbara.
Alright. It's a Barbara.
Oh no, Barbara's a very different person. Don't give it to Barbara. She's a jerk.
Barbara.
Oh, Barbara.
Oh, Barbara. Alright, up next is the Lich.
Oh, goody. He wouldn't focus
And-
on such weaklings as us, would he?
Casts Death Ray on the whole part now.
Power word kill.
No.
The power word kill on the fuck.
Alright, so let's just turn, let's see, Meteor Storm. Good night. I've had it with all of you.
No, he's just gonna snap his fingers and summon a second bone dragon.
No!
Oh, of course.
So the Lich is going to fly down 15 feet, and he is going to go back to murmuring something in that inaudible speak that him and Ball had earlier at the door. And him and Ball are just going to go back and forth.
That's not
Would any of
concerning at all.
you would any of you like to give me a perception check to see what?
I really would.
Sure!
Horrible.
Sure.
That he wants to do it.
I'll do it too.
I'll do it for the hell of it.
I can't hear
Alright.
myself over the sound of my own screaming. That's a 1.
That's a
17.
I don't care enough, so I'm not.
Torval, they got some pretty nice dirt here. Where did they get this dirt? As for Lazuli, you think they're insulting each other. It sounds like you can't really understand, but it
Yeah, but
sounds
you've
like
heard
they're
this
going,
tone before.
it sounds like they're going back and forth and
Hey,
insulting each other
quick
in some
question.
ancient tongue.
What's up, Matt?
What does a 19 get me?
A 19? It's
I rolled
the
a
same as it's the same as Lazuli. You can discern that they are going back and forth and flinging insults.
They talking shit.
They're talking shit in a language you don't understand.
They talking mad shit.
I guess you can
and
get that
that
just by
will-
their tone.
Absolutely.
That will bring us to Surak.
How much of the dragon is out of the tar pit?
It's basically everything except its back end. So its head and its claws are out. Its wings are laden down by tar at the moment. So it's basically on the shore with its hands like that.
Okay.
So you could easily walk up and smack it in the head if you want.
See, I'd see about like double teaming to see if we can break the hands and knock it back in. But listening to everyone else's initiative might not be. I'm going with my gut. I'm doing an aim. I want to go for one of the hands.
You're gonna go for one of the hands?
I want to go for one of the hands.
Left hand or right hand?
Let's go with the right hand.
All right, right hand.
Check bonuses real quick, and here we go.
Backhand that bitch.
That is a 23.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Bitch.
For a total of 9 bludgeoning damage.
9 bludgeoning.
Hello.
What's the matter, Matt?
I'm back. Did I leave the call or?
I don't think so.
No.
You've been here
Oh,
this
you
whole
never
time. I don't
All right,
Dude,
so
no, my app
you
closed.
take your maul and
That's
you
weird.
bring it down hard on this thing's right hand,
Yeah, that was the plan.
and you chip off one of its talons. Like you just break it. Like these bones are brittle as fuck.
Ooh, brittle.
All right, that brings us.
I'm taking that talon.
That's up to you. It is now Torval's turn.
Yeah.
All right, so I see this thing coming out of the tar, and I just go, "What in tarnation?"
And good night, everybody.
Hey, good night.
Oh, give yourself anti-inspiration. you have disadvantage on your next roll.
Oh, good.
Oh my god.
But
No, it's fine.
but
Could you
seriously,
imagine?
tell me about this tar pit again in relation to the rest of the chamber. Is it like lower than the main platform that we're on, or
Like imagine like you go into like a spring or something, and it's in like the heart of a mountain type of deal.
sure?
You know, it's level with you guys, but the edge of the shore it dips in kind of like a bowl.
And Surak is currently engaging this thing, standing on solid ground, not the tar.
Yeah, he's standing on the shore of the tar.
Now for my
Because
most
its hands are up on the.
Yeah, its hands are up on the shore. It's trying to climb out of the tar pit.
now for my most important question: is tar flammable?
Yes.
Maybe, perhaps.
Okay,
Would you like to find out?
I think I would.
I actually don't know if setting this thing on fire is a good idea.
Well,
That's
I
up to
mean,
Tor.
Are we gonna blow the whole
That's
thing
why-
up?
but-
No, Tor is not Tor. Tar isn't combustible.
Tar won't explode.
right.
Yeah, it won't come. It might ignite, but it won't.
I mean, I was specifically making sure that we could fight this thing without getting in the tar, in case my plan works.
Okay.
Tar fumes are highly flammable.
Do what you will. It's your choice.
All right. Well, either way, I'm igniting my bow, so that's gonna be 1 point of damage this time to myself.
Remember when we spared it and Quick kept rolling 4s on himself?
Yee.
Yeah, it's a little
Thank
better.
God that's
He's just
He's gotten a
beating the
little
shit out
better.
of
It's how he
himself.
just-
And you know
he
what?
stopped stabbing that knife through his hand.
Just
I
in
learned how to stop cutting my arteries.
just in case the fumes do prove to be a problem, I'm just gonna start by shooting the dragon normally. I'm not gonna do anything crazy just yet.
Okay, so you're shooting the dragon with.
With my bow, and that's a nat 19, so that's 28.
Fat19.com.
Yeah, boy. That is gonna be 11 piercing and 1 fire damage for a total of 12.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so.
Hell yeah.
Right. Torval, I would like you to roll me a d20.
Oh, good. I guess that answers my question. Wish me luck, I guess.
Luck.
That is a 13.
So this spark from your fire jumps onto the wings of the dragon,
Mm-hmm.
and you see some smoke starting to come off the wings.
Oh,
By
Oh,
hot
no.
patch, followed by the wings igniting on fire.
oh.
Oh dear.
Well, that's
Oh my.
that ain't never happened before.
I'm not saying this in character, but I was afraid of that.
Anyway, it is now. It is now the dragon's turn.
Whoopsie daisy. Oh, perfect timing.
Yeah, it's now the dragon's turn. So the dragon is going to flex its untarred wings that the tar has been burned off of.
Oh no, you freed it.
It's gonna flap.
Oh,
Read it, you fool! It's gonna flap its wings, and I would like all of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Thank God I'm good at those.
I fell for it, fool. Thunder.
Double flame wing attack.
25.
11.
Leslie's
16?
gonna die right now.
I just look at it and I'm like, oh.
What did you
That's
get?
fine.
That's not good.
What did you get, Harrow?
16.
16. All right. Well, the DC was 15, so
I'm
Lazuli,
dead.
you're not dead. You're just knocked
I
prone
rolled
and
a.
whipped back.
I got
10
a 5.
feet. Yeah,
Not
no,
15. 5.
Yeah, 5. This isn't an attack that damages you. If you fail the check, you get knocked prone.
Yeah, we're just knocked on our ass, basically.
Yeah, you're getting knocked on your ass from the gust of wind.
Why are you so pretty?
You've been knocked prone. But for my next move,
Oh fuck.
Not a surprise this thing is multi-attack.
it's a boss.
It's a boss. Also, there's 5 of us.
Is darkened.
For the dragon's next move, after flapping its wings, it is going to use the flap of its wings to pull itself out of the tar and
Yep.
get fully up onto the shore. And the only thing that's still stuck in that tar is its tail.
Nobody liked the tar.
That is the dragon's turn.
Oh, this thing is gonna fly, and it's gonna be a giant pain for me and Tyler, isn't it?
All right, it is now Matt's turn.
Oh no.
Oof.
Hello, hi.
Hello.
Well, at least Matt has a ranged
Hello?
option. Yep.
Matt,
Matthew.
Well, it's not flying yet.
Hello.
Oh, come on.
Hello.
it's your turn.
Matt, for God's sake.
Hi. I
You hear
want
us?
to.
Okay.
I hear you.
Okay. What do?
Hello. I'm gonna spend a key point, and I'm gonna do that thing that lets me do like what 3?
Flurry of blows?
Yeah.
No, the 3 radiant, right?
The
Oh,
sunblast.
that,
Yeah,
yeah.
the 3 radiant sunbolts.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
call.
So, how does an 11 do?
Yeah, your blast goes right through the rib cage, right through the rib cage, right into the wall.
Oh, nice. How about
Wah, wah.
how about an 8?
Through the ribs, like a xylophone. Prepare for a third try.
Okay. It gets better.
At the lich.
I think the stream might be down. One moment.
Oh, none of us are near that.
Oh, okay, there we go.
It just had to be fire magic, didn't it?
Just
What's the issue with fire magic?
Alright, we're good now.
We'll probably release the tail. If this thing's wings also
What's
full
the
blown?
issue with
Is there any connective tissue?
No, it's bone, full bone dragon. All bone.
It theoretically shouldn't be able to fly then, but there's a chance. If this thing starts flying, Tyler and I are gonna have a real hard time doing our job.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. It is magic.
Yeah, well,
Is your stream thing back up, Quinn?
Yeah,
3
I said it
opportunities
was
to
bad.
attack and missed all of
Okay.
them.
We're good.
All right, so he's gonna shoot this at the lich. Okay, the lich is going to backhand the fireball. Literally just gonna backhand the fucking thing.
Like
Oh.
counterspell?
Perhaps. I
What?
don't know. But what you see, for those of you who are looking, is this fireball goes towards the lich, and the lich just backhands it.
Good. That's what I was hoping
Okay.
for.
And
That's his problem.
that's his problem. And the fireball, let's see where it ends up going. See, I'm gonna
Guess it's got a roll cell then.
Nope, he's redirecting somehow. That's a shame.
Okay. The fireball is going to fly over all of your heads and out the door you came in. It's gonna just sail over the room, out into the back of the mine shaft that you guys came in, and just.
Well, it could have been worse.
That
As
didn't
you
hit.
say that, Torval,
Why do I open my mouth?
Quinn, you should know better.
Yeah, why?
you all feel a rumbling from the mines.
Oh,
Like,
it's gonna collapse.
maybe that fireball might have hit something.
Oh, never mind.
There's
Quinn, did you forget there's explosives back there
Oh yeah.
in various parts of the mine?
Alrighty. Tyler, it's your turn.
I'm gonna follow in my fellow barb's footsteps and attack the right hand.
Right? Going after old righty.
Great, so here we are. Roll. Me, damn it.
What did you get?
21.
21. Yes, that hits.
And that is 13 damage.
Alright. Bargain will take that. Back to the top of the round. Lazuli, you are knocked prone near the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna scuttle up. And
So Lazuli scuttles to her feet, trying to look tough.
no, she's horrified.
Alright,
She's
so
genuinely
she-
like,
well,
this
she-
is awful.
scuttles to her feet,
I,
tries to look tough for about 2 seconds, gets immediately scared.
yep. And
Perfect. Do you waste your action getting back up, or do you get to
Half your movement.
Okay, after you- all right, so she
Yeah, no, she still has an action, a bonus action, and half of her movement.
so that's fine.
Thankfully.
What would you like to do, tiny bard?
that
Tiniest bar.
Sure, Spinerverse smaller.
that
Yeah.
dragon's still kind of stuck in place by its tail, right?
For now.
I'm
Yeah, for now.
I'm gonna try casting fairy fire on it.
Okay. What's the
Dex 13.
Whiz? Dex 13. All right.
He's a big boy.
Yeah. So the dragon just pulls out its Uno reverse card
What?
and just says "No, you," and you fairy fired yourself. No.
What?
no, just no, you. You fairy fire yourself. It didn't work.
Okay.
He succeeded his check, not 50. I just like, it's like canonically, it's like, how does something that fucking big that can't move?
Welcome to DMing. We kind of have to bullshit a lot of this.
So I'm just like, wait, what? So I'm just like, yeah, the dragon pulls out his Uno reverse card and is like, no.
The fire comes towards it and he just like blows it and it goes out.
And just
Yeah, well, okay, we'll say canonically, you tried to cast fairy fire and the dragon just whipped its wings to knock it
Yeah.
away.
Just
Sure.
says no.
And it is Senior Lich's turn. So Senior Lich is going to say something relatively short, but in a very kind of condescending tone. And he's going to hold 2 fireballs.
How was that
just
work?
trying to sound like you're one shot.
What? Pardon you, what?
That is
Oh, good.
That is not how I.
Good. They're in an arms race.
They're in an arms race.
We're all gonna die.
I mean,
We're all
maybe if
gonna...
it's a sorcerer lich and it is like twin dispel.
No, I think RJ's just homebrewed this guy to high hell.
I guess.
We're all gonna die.
And
With that attitude, we might.
so, yeah, that's gonna be.
Come on, Phoebe, you're the bard. You're the inspiring one.
So that's gonna be the Lich's turn. He's gonna be holding those 2 fireballs, condescending ball. And that brings us to Mr. Ball himself. Yeah. Okay. So Ball is going to...
I mean, he's not shooting it at us.
Right. So Ball is going to look up and see these 2 fireballs, and he's just going to sigh. He's going to mutter something in Infernal.
Yeah, fire shouldn't do shit to him.
Yeah.
To him.
Well, yeah.
Right. So Ball's gonna mutter something in Infernal, and you see him take the golden arm that he has attached to him, and he's gonna disconnect it and pull some different pins out of it. And he's going to hork this thing at the Lich.
What?
Is he just gonna beat this man with his arm?
No, he took the arm off and threw it at the Lich.
Yes, that is natural.
So this metal arm is going to sail into the Lich, and the Lich is going to try and block it, but the arm just goes through, and he tries to stop it with his hand, and it gets stuck in his hand.
Like halfway through?
Yeah.
Intersecting?
Yeah, intersecting, between the bones.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear the Lich mutter something, followed by the hand start.
The hand what now?
And the metallic hand. And you remember Ball said something. If that hand's not connected to a power source that can contain it,
It explodes.
it goes boom.
Cool.
Oh.
And
Arm into a fucking grenade.
now Torval's turn.
Well, Torval's just doing his best to ignore the nightmare that's going on back there. It's like that doesn't concern him. Instead, he is going to realize that maybe the fire isn't such a good idea, but he is very limited in his means of turning it off, so he's just going to try and shoot towards this dragon's head. Maybe that'll be less destructive.
No, you can safely shoot the dragon's head. It's far enough away from the tar.
Yeah, we doing that. It's a 25, my dude.
Yeah, that hits.
That's gonna be 8 piercing, 4 fire, so also 12.
Okay, and as you shoot this dragon in the head, your bolt flies and hits one of the front fangs of this dragon and just chips it right off.
Oh.
And it falls to the ground. That brings us to Mr. Dargan. So Mr. Dargan is going to pull himself out of the tar, tail and all, and he is going to spin himself to kind of position himself to look at Ball. So he's going to spin.
Wait,
Go ahead.
did I get skipped?
Oh no, you did get my bad. So
I was like,
Where's
wait, am
my
I after the
turn at?
Lich?
you're after the dragon, man. I got confused. Ethan, you should get a turn. Yeah, you're right.
I was like, wait a minute, didn't the dragon roll worse than I did? I know Tor did.
Yeah, no, my bad. So take your turn.
Oh, jeez.
The dragon hasn't spun yet. It's going to spin, so it hasn't spun yet.
Oh, last ditch effort. I want to hit the left hand, see if maybe we can loosen his grip and cause it to fall back.
Okay,
23 again.
that hits.
Wonderful. For 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
This is every video game boss. You have to kill the hands.
I mean, you can lose balance. I'm hoping.
So as you smack into the left hand, you also chip off another talon on this dragon. these bones are pretty brittle. Also, your maul is very well built. You are very well built.
Oh, thank you. I worked really hard.
Yeah, nobody. The god who controls the divines reaches down like the painting of the guy reaching out to Surak.
The creation of Adam.
Yeah. Just reaching
Oh
down and
God.
just, Surak, you are well built.
Thank you.
Yes, Sir Surak, you for a second, you hear the divine voice of all of beings of eternity tell you are well built, and then you forget about it.
Well, I've forgotten about it, so I can't act on it.
Your self-esteem is slightly higher, and you don't know why.
With the rest of my with my movement, the rest of it, I just want to put myself between what I think is going to be the possible explosion radius and Lazuli and Harrow, if possible. If not, just Lazuli.
Fair enough.
Like, just put body block.
All right. How does the dragon's turn? So the dragon, and I did roll for this. He got a fucking 18. I was seeing to check if he'd lose his grip. He did not.
Hey, it happens. I tried.
He is going to pull himself out of the tar, and he's going to use his movement to reposition himself to spin to look at Ball, almost as if it's going to attack Ball. For those of you that are near the dragon, there's a big long ass tail that's getting whipped in your faces.
Oh,
good.
So everyone except Lazuli. Lazuli, you're far enough away from the dragon to where this isn't going to affect you. The rest of you need to make dex saves.
I have advantage on that. Huzzah.
Yeah, I'm sniping him
Because
so I'm good.
my bonus ain't great. That's a 19, Chief.
All right, you're safe.
That would be a 20 for me, boss.
Okay. Tor?
Oh, I'm in this too. I thought I was. I'm shooting at it. I thought I was far enough
He said
away.
everybody but Lazuli.
Everybody but this. Okay, this thing's big.
Yeah. Okay.
Got knocked past the doors.
I got an 11.
Well, that's probably not good enough. That it would be a big 13, Chief.
I got an 11.
I'm watching him roll dice over and over, and it's a little unnerving. The worst part is I actually can't tell what die it is. He keeps throwing it too fast.
So 15 for those of you that failed the save, 7 for those of you that succeeded.
What was the threshold?
Okay.
What was the save?
Save was you needed to make a 15.
Okay, so that's 13 dabblage for me. Ow.
Phoebe, how much temporary health did you give me?
15.
I feel like I'm
Yeah.
fighting.
Yeah, it's 15
5
if you,
HP.
15 if you failed, 7 if you made it.
Oh, 15
5
damage?
temporary
We
HP.
are 15, yes.
Alright. Feel like I'm fighting a Dark Souls dragon. The tail attack. Friggin' Calamite up in here.
I mean, big old tail just got whipped in
I'm
your
pretty sure
faces.
Calamite would be dealing more damage than 15.
Oh, I'm aware.
Rather us fight Madeir.
The dragon is then going to arch its neck up and lurch forward at Ball.
Okay.
Right?
All right, so this dragon is going to just turn its head sideways, gape its maw open, and it's gonna have Ball in its mouth, and Ball is now stuck in the dragon's mouth.
God damn it.
Well, that's interesting. And per the terms of the contract, he's not allowed to fight back.
And so basically, he gets pulled into the dragon's mouth, and he sits there. He looks at it. He just gives a sigh and crosses his one arm.
Just
Alrighty, Matt, it's your
Hi.
turn.
My turn.
is it too late to make a new contract?
I'm gonna.
Ball will reply and just go, "You already signed it."
I can't sign it twice.
I appreciate your naivety, but no.
Anyway. Whose turn is it?
Matt.
Matt's turn.
Hello,
Yes, Matt, we can all hear you.
I returned from the abyss. Jesus Christ.
Can't hear him now. Or I can't hear him.
Okay, I spent a key point. I'm gonna
Yeah,
do
this
the
thing's
3
lighting up, it's coming
sunblasts
in.
again.
Yeah, I don't hear him at all.
We can hear him.
Just us then?
Okay, give me a quick sec.
Yeah.
I keep anytime I open D&D Beyond instead of Discord, it just like ends my Discord call.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. Then someone can give you your, stats.
Oh,
So,
But-
Matt, it's your
Spent
turn.
a key point. Yeah, I spent a key point.
okay.
Okay.
What are you doing to the Gargan?
I rolled a 7 plus 6.
To do what? To Sunbolt or?
RJ.
Yes.
Can
said
you
my
hear
name
us,
and
Matt?
He said my name and there's no follow up. He said
I
my
know,
name.
we
and
can
then-
hear him.
I don't hear him.
I mean,
I heard him.
We don't hear him now.
He's not saying anything right now.
Oh, well, I'm waiting on him.
Matt? Oh, he got yuckies again. There he goes.
Whatever happened to his laptop that he was using when we started Prosperity?
it keeps
Mm.
misreading apparently.
Oh, jeez.
Matt, can you hear us now?
Hello.
Yes, hi.
I can hear him.
I could hear you guys. But for some reason, nobody could hear me for a good minute there.
All right. Well,
RJ,
here.
I'm doing 3
Yes.
sunbolts. I
Okay.
rolled a
Again,
7 on the first one. That's plus 6, which would be
13 does not hit.
13? Exactly.
13 does not hit.
I rolled a 4, so that's plus 6, 10.
Does not hit.
I'm not having a good time here. Alright, I rolled a 16 plus 6 is
You finally hit.
17.
Finally!
There we go. There's a 22.
1 per damage, so it just deals 5 damage.
5 damage.
Damage is.
Damage. Tyler.
Does it matter that I'm pretty sure it's radiant damage? Does that matter?
No, not in this. Not in
Okay.
this instance. No.
Just figured I'd ask.
Tyler. It's your turn.
Going with the theme, I'm gonna go for the back legs this time.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for the right back leg.
Right back leg.
You're doing it?
Can you not hear me? Hello?
We can hear
Oh,
you.
I
we
didn't hear
didn't
you.
for a
What did you
second.
roll?
I didn't for a second.
What did you roll, Tyler?
I rolled a nat 20.
At 20. Okay.
Oh!
No shit.
Well,
Am I lagging?
Give this dragon.
You're good on
I
that.
A little bit.
Yeah, give the dragon the business.
Just a little
roll damage.
Yeah.
Rolled
Give
him.
him the damage.
So that's a 6 and a 4. So 10 times 2 is 20, plus 5 is 25.
Jesus.
So, well, no, a six and a 4.
It's 10 times 2
You
is
double.
20. Yeah, he did. This 20
Yeah.
plus 5 is 25. He's right.
Yeah, okay, he's good. All right, so Tyler, you go for the back leg of this dragon, the right back leg to be specific, and you cleave straight through the bone, straight through the leg, and this leg comes clean off.
What?
But it still has 3 legs to stand on.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Don't sound afraid. That's a good thing for us.
Phoebe, it is your turn.
Anyone want extra buffer health or some advantage on shit?
Can you buffer your own health?
And she hasn't taken any damage.
Bards don't have super high max health.
Fair enough. I believe the people who've taken the most damage is Tor and Arrow, because they both took 15.
Yeah, so far they're leading in damage taken.
I've taken some beatings.
I'm good at getting punched.
Can I try Fairy Fire on the dragon again?
You can try.
If you want to.
It's
why
missing
not?
a leg now.
Okay.
It's the same thing. Dex 13 save.
Lucky for you, I got a 9.
Fuck yeah.
So
It is
this
glowing
dragon
hot
was-
pink.
hot pink, nice and chic. Make the boys
Violet.
go. Whoop, whoop.
It's glowing violet. You're turning violet.
Violet for violence.
Violet for violence. Alrighty, it is the Lich's turn. And the Lich is going to
Not
take
an
both
answer,
of his
it's a
fireballs.
We made your dragon purple, moron.
Makes your dragon purple, and it
I
means
did.
everyone has advantage on it. Which should help you, Matt.
So the Lich is going to
Watch
take
me roll
both
2
of-
ones.
take both of his fireballs, and he's gonna take them and squeeze them together.
Oh, this actually could be flavor for a delayed blast fireball. Now that I think about it.
And he is going to take this, and he's going to cast it on the dragon.
Oh?
That's.
I don't like where this is going.
Alrighty. So, for those of you near the dragon, I believe that's Gungnir, Harrow, and Surek.
Sounds about right.
Alright. I'd like you all to make con saves.
Okay, I'm good at those. Please don't screw me, dice.
+2 on that.
Oh, I want my character sheet.
I hope
Thank
a
you, computer.
17 does something.
Whew, okay, 24.
24, 17. What about you, Tyler?
17.
17. All right, you are all fine, and you all kind of like in your gut, you're like, all right, I don't fucking like this, and you take a step back as fire erupts on this dragon, and you start to notice flesh. Flesh is starting to grow on the bones of this dragon.
That ain't right.
Ew.
What?
Ew.
Fucking stutter.
I kind of wish you had.
And
We need to kill it harder.
We're trying, boss.
and you're gonna watch as some of the damage that you've done seems to be repaired a bit.
Oh, god damn it. It's healing too?
Alrighty.
We barely did any damage.
Yeah, you guys actually did do quite a bit of damage.
Leg.
Thanks to that crit, we've done quite a bit.
Yeah.
You're a poet and you probably know it.
All of about.
Surak, your turn.
Ooh, interesting. I just had an interesting.
Fuck it, left back leg.
Left back leg.
Fuck it.
Go for the legs.
And it's
Sweep out the
18 to hit.
Sweet
That hits.
All right. It's no crit, but we'll have to make do.
Thunder cross split attack.
Thunder cross split attack. That's 9 damage. One of these d6s tends to roll a 1 for some reason.
Damage. Alright.
It's always one of them.
So you go to this back leg because the one's been cut off, and you're watching like the flesh grow on it, and you're just like, fuck no, and you buckle it right in the damn kneecap.
Yeah,
Oh,
that sounds accurate.
bye
alright.
kneecaps. You're mine now.
No, nobody, Surak. Give me! All right.
Dragon or give evil beleaguer kneecaps.
It is Ball's turn. Ball is
New character, Cleric of Gibby.
Cleric of Gibby. So Ball is in this dragon's mouth, watching it just grow flesh, and he just sits there and goes. Oh, he sits there. He looks at the dragon, looks at the lich. How original, and that's his turn.
Oh, okay. Well,
Fair enough.
All right, Torvald, it's your turn.
Okay, fun times. I don't like any of this. So I'm gonna try.
Don't like any.
Fun reminder to everyone: stay away from those two because that arm hasn't detonated yet.
Gonna try and keep shooting the fleshy bits now. And I have advantage because of fairy fire.
Oh yeah, advantage. I already forgot.
welcome.
It's 24.
Trying.
Great.
24. Yes, you hit.
That's right. Advantage is even more special for me. Okay, no, great. I gotta remember, I get advantage is basically triple advantage up for me because of my feet. That is 10 piercing to fire. Wow, it's 12 every time apparently.
Dargan will take that. But when you shoot it this time, your arrow goes as it gets stuck in some of the flesh, and it doesn't do as much damage as you thought it would. Almost like this dragon getting dragon hide has made it a little bit tougher.
God damn it.
Oh no.
Need magic to do full damage.
Oh boy.
Or hit the not fleshy bits.
Not all of its flesh, but this flesh is growing at an alarming rate.
Hit the bone. Hit the bone.
All right. That brings us to Matt.
Hello. I'm gonna do that thing where I spend a key point and I try to attack it 3 times.
With
and
advantage this time.
I believe is that I think he's out of key points because that's 3.
No, I've only spent 2.
This would be your third.
No, this would be your third.
Yeah, this will be my third. I have 4.
Okay, so all right, never mind.
Right.
You're fine.
He's right.
All right then, go ahead.
19.
That'll hit.
Right. All right, 4 plus 4, so that's 8 damage.
Remember, you have advantage.
So Matt,
I'm pretty sure that was it.
Matt, when you hit this dragon with your beam, you notice that some of the flesh kind of just sears right off the dragon,
Oh, that's good.
revealing the bone underneath.
Bones! Gonna eat them bones!
Give
Hey,
me their
I'll give you
bone.
a second one.
Yeah.
I hope. Fuck. I rolled an 8
Yeah,
and a 10, so the
man.
most that I get is a 16.
Give me your bones, Lich Man.
Just misses, so that's a
Meat
no.
and
my next
muscle,
one,
flesh
then.
and bone.
Same thing again.
10.
Matt, you need
I'll
16.
explain that one later.
Matt, you need a dice jail for those.
The bad dice jail.
You need to give them like a baptism or something.
I've been putting my dice in dice jail, but now I have no d20.
Solution. Have my Minmig vor them.
Oof. Tyler, it's your turn.
Is that Vor? It's not great.
Right.
It certainly isn't.
The leg that Surak just attacked, is that still bone or is that flesh yet?
It's kind of like a mix. Bone in some parts, flesh in other parts.
Alright, I'm gonna go for the bone parts of that leg.
Alrighty.
It's not by my hand, but I was once again given flesh.
It was not by my hand. I was once again given flesh.
Die, monster!
Or
We could just yell at this dragon.
Did you get Tyler? What did he say? I didn't
The
hear.
first was a 16, the second was a 25.
25.
25.
25.
That hits.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. Saw something funnier than 24.
It's 25.
25.
And that is once again 12 points of damage.
12 points damage. All right, so with this thing's knee already being buckled, you go in and just hit it. Now, your sword doesn't cut through, but you physically watch as you see this dragon's back leg and bend in a very unnatural position as this thing topples onto its ass because it can't support its weight anymore on a non-existent leg and a now broken leg bent backwards.
Shame.
Teamwork.
Oh dear,
Right?
that doesn't sound very good, does it?
That sounds.
It's not good. That's no good.
Oh no.
All right, back to the top of the round.
My leg!
My leg! Evils?
Fighting Fred the Dragon.
Leslie.
Yeah, I can befriend a dragon.
This dragon does not want to be friends.
No.
It is not friend shaped. It is beat the fuck out of its shape.
I only like things that are friend shaped. It's like the dinosaur shaped chicken nuggets.
Oof.
I don't know.
Magic.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna have a pretty decent constitution modifier, but fuck it. Shatter.
Okay.
Con save 13.
Pretty sure it does half damage on a
Okay.
success, so there's something.
Got a 3.
And that could
So it takes 3d8 thunder damage.
See, Phoebe, just go with your gut.
7, 8, 9, 10,
gonna feel
11,
the
12,
thunder.
Imagine Dragons
13,
comes down with a very mediocre single to drop on this dragon.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 damage. And it takes all of that because it failed.
Yes.
Thunder damage.
Yeah. The very classic one party member going, I don't know what to do, hits for second highest damage yet.
Alrighty.
It's not just her. I swear to God, this keeps happening in D&D.
So it is now the Lich's turn. And the Lich is going to try and...
That was good, Phoebe.
The Lich is going to try and grab
dang.
the golden prosthesis stuck in his arm and try and pull it out, only to have his hands seared by it. And he just kind of looks at it and he decides to rip out his arm.
Oh no.
And he's going to throw it at Ball.
Why?
Deadly game of hot potato.
Now it is an arms race.
Oh my god. Ethan, no! What have you done?
Let's see.
I didn't do anything.
Let's all right. So it's technically actually no. It's Surak. Surak, it's your turn. So it's your turn before Ball.
Okay.
So you've seen the Lich disarm himself to arm himself to throw the hot potato at you guys.
And also, I thought it was a ball.
Ball is in the dragon's mouth. Where are all of you?
We're near the dragon's mouth?
You're near the dragon. Ball said that this arm has enough kinetic energy to blow up a mansion.
Oh, he did say
I mean,
that.
yeah, we were screwed either
Oh,
way.
we're all gonna die.
Anyway, your turn.
Oh, maybe.
If that thing blows us up, I think it's a breach of the contract. Just saying.
So Ball. So you say that, Tor.
Tor, now's not the time.
And Ball is going to say, "Well, you might think that I am technically not the one who just threw it last."
Tor, now is not the time for semantics.
I think that's exactly the time for some.
And he will add by saying, He'll say, well, that might be my arm, and I may have initiated what it's doing. I am not the one who initiated, just points at the arm like being flung at him. That.
Is there any part of the dragon's neck that's still skeletal?
Yeah, the trachea.
I'm going for it.
Underneath.
We're gonna break its non-existent windpipes.
Fair enough. Well, it's developing windpipes.
Not anymore, it's not.
Don't let it get a breath weapon, dear God.
Well, the good news is both barbarians have now crit. The bad news is that was a crit fail.
Ooh,
Alrighty.
that's not the kind of crit you want.
So
Wait, was that with
are
advantage?
going.
You have advantage.
Oh yeah, advantage fairy fire, my dude.
Oh, right.
Roll in.
I got so caught up in the arms race.
Yeah, roll in.
I missed.
All right, so you try.
I didn't crit fail, but I missed.
So you try to hit this dragon in the windpipe, and just as you're about to there's a bone, you swing and the flesh heals over and just punk, and off the newly developed hide. And
Motherfucker.
it is Ball's turn. Ball is going to try and use his one good arm to catch his other arm, the Lich's arm. Arms race. No.
Fucking arms race.
Everybody play Nintendo's arms?
What about Nintendo?
Nintendo Arms.
There's the game.
There's a game called Arms,
So,
if you'll recall.
So Ball's arm is going to spin and spin and spin. He's going to try and reach out and catch it, and it is literally just going to sucker punch him as it flies by and lands on the ground near the dragon's head.
Not very impressive for an archdevil.
Got a 2.
Yeah, he's not doing so much. Shame.
Shame. Torval, your turn.
Yay! So, okay, the arm is what? It's like impacted in the dragon at this point?
No, it's on the ground. It fell to the ground. It's underneath the dragon's head on the side that Ball is stuck in its teeth.
Hey, Quinn, you should give it a yeet.
Yeah, how close am I to it?
If you want to move up to where the dragon's head are to get to the arm, you can do that.
I'm considering the risk.
Keep in mind, this will put you right underneath the dragon's head.
Yes, that's what I'm
or next
weighing
to
right
it.
now.
Make it armless.
Alright,
the dragon's mouth is kind of busy at the moment.
Torval is going to muster his courage.
So there's not that much space.
And go up and try and grab this arm, turn towards the ledge and go like, yeah.
All right, give me a roll.
Let me see something here. Because I have.
And this will be an athletics check, by the way.
Oh, this is it's not an attack roll. Gotcha. It wouldn't be dexterity based because I'm throwing it. Because it's accuracy.
If it's I suppose it's. I guess it's technically an attack with an improvised weapon.
You can do. I'll say you can improvise athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, I'm better at that.
Either one.
That's
fine.
Yep.
I'll let you put a good spin on it.
Well, I don't think it matters. That's a 7 off of a nat 2.
Okay, so you run up and you try and grab this arm, and you're like, you grab arm, and you grab the golden one, and
Did you use advantage?
there's no fairy fire on the arm.
Yeah,
there's no advantage on
It's fairy fire on the whole thing, I thought.
No, you used it on the dragon.
the dragon, not the lich. Throwing it at the lich.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it away from us.
So you basically try and grab this arm, and you're like, ow, hot, and you spend the rest of your turn blowing in your hands.
Yes. I'm like, a little help here.
Put some oven mitts on, dummy.
So is now
I'm technically new to Dragon's Head, so I just see this and I'm like, are you kidding me?
At least
all right, it is now the dragon's
I'm
turn.
helping you.
Hey,
Not you. He grabbed the golden part. That's what I'm criticizing.
Gungnir, Surak, Torval, Harrow. You all happen to be underneath this dragon. This dragon notices this. It is going to flop Because you're all underneath it.
Everybody do the flop.
Everybody do the flop.
Is Gungnir underneath it? I thought he was over by the back leg that he broke.
Save.
Arrow? Nowhere near.
You're saying this isn't
Oh,
Dark
it's
Souls
an
rules where
AoE basically. Because he's going to flop the ground.
this isn't Dark Souls rules where under it is the safest place to be.
You take me for it. I've beaten all of those games.
I mean,
Okay.
Give me a dex save.
well, at least
Okay.
All of you should be
going to
good
say
at it.
anything. I'm not going to jinx myself.
I'm not particularly good, but I had advantage, so I have a better chance.
15.
13.
Oh, wait, you have advantage. Hold on.
18.
Okay. Who got over 15?
15.
21.
Me, Tyler, Matt.
I got a 15.
I think Quinn got like a 13.
Did you get Quinn?
I got 13.
All right. Fine. All right. For those of you that succeeded, you take 6 damage. For those of us that didn't succeed, you take 13.
So yeah, as it comes down, I just look up and like, yeah, that figures.
I don't know.
Well, shucks.
Everybody just like skids back on their feet, Tor. Mother.
I'm still up, but not by much.
All right.
What health do you need? Because I can heal you.
As much as you can.
Okay.
Matt, it's your turn.
I'm at 4.
Oh, jeez.
Hi.
Yeah, I can
About
give you a
11
good
total.
cure wounds.
That'd be good.
I'm gonna try and shoot the dragon twice because that doesn't cost any key points.
Okay.
The highest I rolled was a 12.
You sit there and think about what you've done. Iron gives you a thumbs up in spirit.
And they were both fucking 2s.
Iron gives you a thumbs up because you and him apparently couldn't hit the broad side of a barn door.
Yeah, and now Matt's dice are apparently on strike tonight.
All right. Gungnir. Gungnir, it is your turn. Your sensors pick something up. Explosion threat imminent.
There it is.
I'm like pointing at this thing like, help!
Yeah, Torval is like trying to squirm out from under this dragon, and he's like pointing at the arm as it's glowing, like,
Torval's gonna eat it.
Gungnir will just have to remove.
Yeah, if that arm, Torval's good. Yeah, Torval's gonna eat it. That arm goes off right next to him. He ain't getting no death saves.
Oh, jeez.
He just said the thing could blow up a mansion, and you're right next to it.
Yeah.
Got
I mean, yeah, if you're dropped to negative max HP, that's instant death.
Something tells me that thing is going to, at your current health, that is going to easily put you at negative max.
Yup.
Yeah,
Maybe you'll
Gungnir
get
will
lucky.
have to remove the threat.
Bomb threat detected.
Sorry, not sorry. I'm not gonna run up to help you until you are out of that.
Alright, so I have to pick this thing up, right?
Yes.
Alright, well,
You don't have to pick it up. It's advisable that you pick it up.
Yeah, pick it up.
And you probably would have seen me try to yeet it at the Lich and fail miserably.
alright, I'll attempt to do what he did.
Right?
I was not programmed for bomb disarmament.
I'm not a bomb defusal robot. All right. Give me an athletics check.
Be strong.
Be the strong man you were always meant to
Hey.
be.
Eh?
Do it.
What was it?
What?
13 plus 7, 20.
Oh, unnatural 20.
Okay, mod 20. All right, so Gungnir picks up. He comes over. Torval's like pointing, like he's like get the thing. He walks over, sees it. He says in his robotic voice, "Explosive threat imminent." Picks it up, looks at the lich. Target acquired.
Yep.
And
Picks it up.
He's going to hurl this thing. And he's going to hurl this at the lich. And
my lagging,
lich
by the way.
is going to try. Oh, then.
Tell me he didn't get like a nat 20 to dodge or something.
You got a nat 1.
Oh, thank heavens.
So the lich is going to try and do the thing that he's been doing, which is like, I'm just
great,
going
good time. Come on. I didn't.
And he's going to try and do that. And he's going to miscalculate to high fuck. And his arm is like if this got thrown like a boomerang. So it's spinning with, the both arms like a boomerang. He's going to try and deflect it. And his arm is going to smack into the arm he's trying to block with. It's going to bend because of, his arm has like a bend on it. So it's going to bend around his arm, and the golden arm is going to spin on his arm and go right into his fucking head. He gets stuck there.
Play of the game.
Okay. So
it's
fuck
just
that
gonna
lich.
boink.
So, tactical retreat.
And for those of you that are, somebody give me a perception check. Also, Orville or Gungnir, both of you give me perception checks.
Both of us? Okay. So I'm going to say, if it's one person, it shouldn't be me. It's a 13.
Okay. Tyler, what did you roll?
Tyler, you're muted.
My Discord itself is lagging horribly.
Okay, I can hear you. I can hear you now, Tyler. What did you roll?
Nat 1.
At 1. All right. Orville, you hear the lich say, in common, shit. Followed by a massive detonation, followed by the top of this mine, like you're in the heart of the mountain. The top of the mountain is getting blown like off. It's gone. So you're seeing sunlight, clouds, whatever, and just boof.
Oh, that rubble's gonna go all over town, isn't it?
Somewhere
And
Thalos nods in approval without knowing why.
and
Somewhere
Corporal,
Phemos is just like,
you kind
oh,
of
that's a big explosion.
You kind of watch like the explosion go off, and you see the black dot that is the lich flying off into the sky with all the damn rubble.
Huh.
Team Rocket blasts off again.
Team Lich blasting off again.
Oh.
Where's Ball? Still in the mouth of that dragon.
Yes, he is. Lazuli, it's your turn.
Still got a dragon. Cool.
Still got a very injured Tor.
Oh, God. Torval, you're good now, right? You're safe?
Ow.
I mean, he's still badly hurt, and there's not a bomb near him.
Leslie's gonna sprint up to him, slap him on the back. And that's gonna be a tasty 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 HP back.
Hey,
Hey.
that's much better.
It is.
Pretty tasty.
He tastes
Not
so
gonna
rad.
lie.
Yes, your turn.
Well, if first you don't succeed, try again. I'd like to continue to go for the skeletal trachea.
Oh, that's covered up now.
Oh, all of it covered, not just the part.
Yeah, you could whack like you
Is
could.
there like a side of its jaw?
Yes, that's what I was going to get to. The side of its jaw still has some bone showing. You can go for that.
Target acquired.
Target acquired.
Target acquired.
Yeah, it's my line.
Well, that's because I didn't say it in character, but that's a 15 to hit.
Good. All right. Moving on to Ball. So Ball is still sitting in the dragon's mouth.
Ethan.
He's just gonna kind of get whipped around as the dragon moves, and he's gonna lock eyes with you, Gungnir, and say, "Nice shot, wind-up toy." And that's his turn. Torvald, it's your turn.
Can I get out from under this thing?
You're out from under the dragon. You've gotten out from under it.
Okay. I'm a shoot.
Me flavoring you getting out from under the dragon.
I'm a shoot it.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 25. So
25.
it's gonna be 9 plus 2 is 11 total.
Okay.
2 fire. 2 of that is fire. Don't really think it matters.
Brings us to Mr. Dargan. So, as you all are those of you towards the head, you start to smell something that smells a bit smoldery.
Oh.
Followed by a
Smell that
cacophony of
smells a bit smelly.
coming out of this thing's mouth.
Oh. That's not good.
And it is going to breathe fire straight down below
Oh,
its
come
mouth.
on.
Everybody, well, no, because Harrow, actually, I think Harrow, you're the only one that's not near the head right now.
I'm still at the legs.
No, you moved up to Torvald to throw the arm.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. You're right.
Everybody except Harrow make some deck saves.
Oh, dear Lord God.
Baby.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, fucking baby.
I rolled a nat one.
That's
and then a
okay.
nat-
I might be fine. That's an unnatural 20 for me.
I mean, you might be fine. I hope you're fine. Could you imagine?
For those of you that didn't get a 16,
Yes, on the money.
you take 3 damage.
Oh.
For those of you that succeeded, you take 1 damage.
Oh.
Its fire pipes weren't very developed yet.
So there's just this moment of all just like
Everybody being like,
in
oh shit,
horror.
oh shit.
It's just like a spark lands on the. Yeah, what the?
Yeah, so just some smolders come out of this thing's mouth as it. Yeah, just comical.
Oh. Okay then.
Alrighty, Matt, it's your turn.
Going after its neck a punch, right?
Yeah, that's where Surak was aiming for.
Well, I was aiming for the side of its jaw because its neck's skinned up.
Okay.
Is that still bone?
The jaw's not. It's almost closed up.
So
Thinking that I think my sunbolts get rid of the skin.
It does seem like the radiant damage might be undoing this.
Undoing
Go
what
for my
the
double
pitch
sun
did.
blast.
That makes some sense. It is necromancy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for 2 sunblasts, and I'm specifically aiming for the neck.
Okay.
You okay there, Phoebes?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good.
What did you roll?
What,
You-
what did I, for what, the save?
Brownie.
A 20. Well, I didn't roll a 20, but it's a
No,
natural 20.
He's talking to Matt.
Yeah, I'm talking to Matt. Matt, what did you roll? I'm trying to hear from Matt's roll. 'Cause I know he's rolling 2 sunblasts, but I didn't hear what he said he rolled.
And which gets 4, so that's 5 damage.
If you rolled it, you have to roll at least a 17 to hit the thing.
Matt, I think you're cutting out again. You might want to leave and come back.
Yeah, I'm not hearing him consistently.
God.
I heard that.
Angry.
Matt, you
Matt?
there?
Hello.
There he
Hello?
is.
Yes.
What did you roll, Matt?
I rolled an 18 to hit. I rolled a 1 for damage, which gets +4. So that's 5 damage.
Okay. Fair enough.
And then
And
the
your
second
second
blast is I rolled a 16.
All right, so your first attack, you aim for the jaw, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so you hit the jaw and it undoes some of the flesh that's being knitted there and it reveals more bone structure. So like maybe I'd say like a good 25% of its face has gone back to being bone. All right. RoboCop. 5% of its face.
RoboCop.
Remain calm, citizen.
RoboCop.
Gungnir went to get seconds for food.
Okay, well, gun your stuff his fucking face and roll some dice. Okay.
It's not that stupid. I did it to the water snake.
So you're gonna walk over to the head of the dragon's mouth, take both of your arms, and that's the top and the bottom. And Ball is going to say, "Oh, my fairest hero, however will I repay you?" And give me a strength check.
Strength. Here we go.
You haven't raged yet, have you?
Either of them have raged.
What? I have not.
Okay. What'd you get?
Huh?
What'd you roll?
It's your roll.
Be strong.
Do the strong boy things.
Tyler?
Am I lagging?
Maybe?
We can't hear you, buddy.
We can hear you.
Am I okay now?
Oh, maybe.
Oh, DM is reconnecting.
Is that better? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello.
I can hear you. Tyler, what did you roll?
I only rolled a 14.
14. All right. So you're gonna jam your hands into this dragon's mouth, and let me roll for the dragon because he doesn't want to. He unfortunately got a 15, so he's gonna clamp down, and your servers are gonna. All right, that brings us back to the top of the round. Lazuli, it's your turn.
Ethan, are you gonna go for the mouth too, or should I just do this to Tyler?
He just put his headphones back on.
Ethan!
Yeah, Leslie's asking if you're also going to go for the mouth because Gunnar's trying to open the mouth.
Has he not yet?
No, he got a 14 and the dragon got a 15. You could assist him, and I would give the two of you advantage if both of you were doing
Well, if you're
The
gonna.
thing is, now that the Lich isn't here, I don't actually see an advantage to getting Ball out.
That's also fair.
Fair enough.
Like, he can take whatever puny fire breath that thing can dish out, and with no Lich, he's just going to stand at the sidelines and,
I mean, realistically.
All right,
talk
then
down
I'm
to
gonna do
everyone.
this to Gunyer.
Realistically, fire.
Enhance ability on Gunyer. He gets what is it? It's a strength check, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All strength. So now you have advantage on strength checks.
Cool.
Okay.
And your carrying capacity doubles for some reason.
Okay.
You want to see something great? Double the carrying capacity of barbarians, Goliaths, and Warforged. And orcs.
A barbarian warforged, to be specific.
A barbarian Warforged. Now there's an intriguing idea.
Sirac, it is now your turn.
My carrying capacity is apparently now 600. All right.
Front right hand.
Right hand, all right.
25. 23.
23. That still hits.
I don't know why I said 20. I had the SpongeBob joke in my head still, I guess. I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't.
It's some number over 20,
Yes.
but not over 30.
Well, 25 would have been a nat 20, so it's like, wait, how did I get that number? Jesus, one of them is always a 1. 4, 7.
7? All right.
Yeah. I put it in Dice Joke, but it switches which one it is.
Fair enough. That brings us to Ball. Ball is going to look at you, Gundyr, and just go, Are you doing it? Did you win?
See, this is part of why I just didn't help him. Very small part, mind you. Mostly, I didn't see a tactical advantage to, but
And that's his turn.
Are you winning, son?
Are you winning, son?
are you winning, Mr. Robot?
Alrighty. And I believe that brings us to the dragon. So, Mr. Dargan is going to, not impressed with what he attempted to do last turn, is going to try and do his pipes again. But I'm gonna roll for this. Okay. Ha! So this dragon is gonna try, not very intelligently, to breathe fire again. But this time, those of you that are near the head, you just see smoke come out of its nostrils and its mouth, and you see just something well up in the throat. Followed by that throat just detonating and just fire pouring out of this thing's throat uncontrollably.
Oh. That sounds hazardous.
Yeah. And it is going to try and position itself over you, Gundyr, with this torrent of fire ejecting from its throat.
All right.
Yikes.
All right, then. It's going to position itself over you by looking at the dirt and wondering, where do they get this dirt?
Did you roll in that one?
Yes.
Oh my god.
What is that, the 5th one tonight?
Yes.
Jesus.
So
Just in total, like mine didn't count, but
that's what's gonna happen. All right, Matt, it's your turn.
where do they get this thing?
This dragon is just like, where do they get this dirt? That is some nice fucking dirt.
Alright, I'm gonna try and do my double blast again.
Right. I guess we could call you Mr.
Hi,
2.0
hello,
Chump.
does a nat 20 say hi?
Oh, yes, the nat 20 does say hi.
So what, do I just roll 2 damage dice?
No, you roll your 1 damage dice and then you double it and then you add your modifier.
Hello, hi, does a fucking 4 say hello? This is 12 damage. Because it doubles
Matt.
and then gets another
Hey, Matt.
4.
Hey, Matt. How do you want to do this?
Ooh, Hera.
I want to just blast its head off.
All right.
After so many misses.
So, Harrow, you clasp
So many
your
misses.
bird hands together to create the Kamehameha that will pierce the heavens and shoot it right into the throat hole of this dragon that is pouring out fire. And the interaction of the sunblast hitting the fire torrent just detonates the whole fucking dragon throat to the ass end and just dragon guts everywhere.
Gross.
Gross.
Yes, you are all covered.
Did this?
Ew.
Did the addition of flesh give this thing blood?
Yes.
It's a shame if the Lich was still
Drag-
here, I would have something to do right now.
You don't want the Lich to still be here.
No, I know.
The Lich is somewhere in the Kanto region.
Oh, he's over there. He's in that direction.
I control the dying dragon to bite ball, though.
A bite ball. That's up to you. And with that, we will drop initiative, and all of you are quite covered in blood and dragon guts, and so is and also let's see where he ends up. Hold on. Alrighty. So Ball is detonated out of the dragon, and he is going to expertly stick his landing. Just feet first, and he's gonna land there covered in dragon guts and just go, well, that was pretty cool. Nice work, chicken nugget.
Chicken nugget.
You.
Well then. So what's next?
Ball just sits there and goes, well, what's next? I thought that would work, but I didn't think he'd go that far.
Where would he have gone?
The thing that made the dragon that my arm detonated in the side of his face. By the way, that was really fucking cool. Yeah, he's no clue where he fucking went.
I don't know any divination spells yet.
Doesn't he have your arm?
Yes.
Can you track it?
How do you track an arm if it doesn't make tracks?
He's just gonna sit there. He's just gonna sit there, and he's going to look at his non-existent prosthesis and go, "Well, maybe I let my temper get the better of me because I probably shouldn't have thrown the thing I used to cast magic right now at him." Just kind of smacks himself over the head. Stupid. Worth it.
Okay.
But,
do you want another nap?
No, little child, I don't need a nap. I need a new prosthesis.
We'll hand him a stick.
I know they sell arms on the black market.
He's just gonna kind of look at Harrow and go, well, I appreciate the sentiment. This will not do the job.
What?
Just gonna ignore what the child just said.
And he's gonna bend down to you, Leslie, and say, I don't need just any arm. I need a magical prosthesis to use as a fulcrum point. Do for the lack that I don't have my arm right now.
We can always ask Iron where the Lich went.
Would he even be able to track it?
I mean, he used to be part of that group. He's a better chance than anything else at the moment. We could also go back into the town and ask if they saw where the big ball of shadow nasty went.
I think they might be a
What
little
are you
too
doing?
frankly drunk to know where their feet are.
Okay.
All due respect, I don't think the town's... I agree that you are likely correct about Iron. I don't think the townspeople are going to be of much use. Also, I don't think we should walk into town like this.
You all look down at yourselves and blood and gut, whatnot, and Paul's just gonna say, "I think you guys look great, hardened adventurers."
good.
I'd like a bath. Blood starts to get itchy when it dries. Why do you have the look on your face?
No, I'm thinking something through.
Yeah, I'm also like,
Can you look? We need to go back to our base to discuss with one of our associates about the Lich. Can you just stay in disguise for a while? Tell me you can at least manage that.
Oh,
Please.
that's easy. He just changes himself to look like you. I can do that at will.
Okay, good, because we have a paladin and we don't need that right now.
All right. He just changes himself back into his typical disguise.
he's coming
Right.
back with us?
Why not?
Well,
He's our friend.
as per terms of the contract, we haven't dealt with the Lich yet.
I haven't dealt with the Lich.
He has not dealt with the Lich yet. And the only person who has maybe a clue, Lazarly's right, our best current lead is probably Iron, or maybe Triss has heard something. But in the meantime, what else were we going to do with him, Tor?
You got a point.
I mean, I do enjoy a good hellfire scape with a nice margarita.
What?
The margarita we can do. The hellscape, you're going to have to either go now or wait on that.
Yeah, 1 out of 2 is not bad.
Okay. We have a good bartender.
Ooh, fun.
All right, let's talk with the mayor. Let him know this has been taken care of, as well as the mansion.
Hey, what about the army of undead that's outside of the town?
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that too much. With a crack that hard to Lich's head, it certainly is gonna fuck with his concentration.
Good news. And with that, we can get the last of that sorted, collect any sort of payment they'd like to offer us. Lazarly, you can say hi again to your uncle.
As you say that, you hear a detonation a little ways back in the mine, followed by a soot-covered dragon dual-wielding 2 lit bombs, screaming, "Ah, don't you touch her!" Oh. Just blows them out.
Uncle Amos, I'm alive! It's okay!
I take mild offense to that.
No, I didn't mean you. I thought that was...
I know who you meant.
Right. He just kind of puts the bomb...
She has protection.
I have a new uncle now!
Points to the entire party, like...
Yeah, he looks at all of you and just looks at the dead dragon, looks at the guts. You guys want a bath?
Yes,
You were
please!
about to finish up here.
Dragon
All right,
guts.
I have a new uncle now! Meet Uncle Bull!
Uncle who?
Uncle Bull!
Lazarly.
Hold on, give me a minute. He's going to make a check. You mean...
Oh, Lazarly, you couldn't come up with a name?
You don't mean...
What is his name?
Paul's just going to go, hi, and he is going to paint.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to kneel down. Lazarly, when we get back to the tavern, don't call him Ball. Unless you want all hell to break loose.
He's just going to lean down and say, why don't you call me Wally? Huh?
Call you what?
You can call me Uncle Wally. You know, it's like Wally, but Wally just sounds stupid.
I don't think I like that, but okay.
Yeah, we can't.
Hey, fine. You
call
pick
her
a
Wally.
name then.
But I also
No.
trust Bimos. so he'll be okay once he wakes up.
Vimos looks at him. Fine. The problem is when we get to the tavern full of heavily armed mages and a paladin, and if you say an archdemon's name, do you think all hell isn't going to break loose?
Yeah, okay. I won't say. I wouldn't say his name in front of a crowd of strangers, but I trust Uncle Vimos. She's gonna. While she says that, she's gonna walk up to Vimos's head and like pat his cheeks.
I was going to sit there and go, maybe we should go something inconspicuous, like Jim.
That sounds a little too inconspicuous, like suspiciously inconspicuous.
Harry?
It sounds like a bread inspector.
Chet?
Shit.
I'm not really well versed on human names.
Well, you're not even a human.
You're a tiefling.
Yeah, your disguise isn't even a human.
Uncle Mario.
Do you want to call him his
No,
code
it was a
his fucking
joke.
name to be Mario?
No.
What about Alvar?
Alvar?
Did you say Alvar?
Alvar.
Alvar.
Alvar?
That sounds more
Alvar?
befitting of a tiefling.
Yeah, he'll say Alvar. Yeah, that'll work. Sounds convincing enough.
Leslie is still patting Vimos' cheeks to try to wake him up.
He's gonna sit there and just say under his breath, I thought Jim was pretty good though.
Somewhere off in the distance.
Somewhere off in the distance. Someone's talking about me.
Hold on now.
Using my name. Someone's disgracing the name of the Inspectors Coalition.
Leslie's gonna pull out her water skin and just dump it on Vimos' face.
Okay. Just give me a roll, Leslie.
Just a roll, okay.
Just a straight roll.
16.
All right. Yeah, you dump this water right down his fucking nostrils, and you get a jet of smoke and water as he.
Boredom.
Oh, hey, hi.
Are you okay?
He just kind of sits there with like a stupid smile and just like doesn't know what to say. Right. Yeah, you said something about you wanted to play ball, right? Like
Yeah.
like, that's what I thought you said, not like the guy.
That's not what I said at all.
By the way, this is Alvar.
Yeah.
No,
Leslie,
stop lying.
Leslie, give me a deception check with advantage.
I mean,
I'm not
he's not
just
trying
but
to
say
deceive
yeah,
you.
no.
Yeah, no, that's
I'm just gonna look at Torval and be like, this is subject ball.
Torval's the one that's lying. I'm not.
So you say that, and viewers is going to say, "Oh, right." He's just gonna look at Leslie and go, "Would you mind explaining?"
We found him in a bubble under the mansion, and he wanted out. So we made a deal that if we let him out, he'd help us deal with the lich. But some people were so specific that now he's only helping us deal with just the lich.
That one was Tor. I was prepared to just throw a contract to the wind at the end.
I feel like it would be.
I signed a contract with an archdevil.
I am scared of what you are capable of.
Not actually much.
And
He's
with
just
that,
gonna help us deal with the lich and then go home.
and with that, I'll just kind of hand wave you, having to walk out of the line and whatnot. You guys will make it back to.
Fair enough.
Oh,
Wait.
what's up?
Wait.
I'm waiting.
Before we go, since so many people expressed interest in the dirt, Gungnir wants to take a sample.
Gungnir is taking a sample of the dirt.
I mean, hell, even that dragon was interested in the dirt.
So,
Yeah, right.
Also, before you leave, for those of you that want, you can take like parts of the dragon. Like I remember you said you wanted to take like a fang or a bone or whatnot.
Actually,
There was a fang.
I'll take some stuff for my mutagen.
So for those of you
want a
who
claw.
wish to take
I don't want the claws.
Do I
Yeah,
still
so
have
what you can take from this dragon, and it's really going to depend on. So, do all of you want to take stuff from the dragon?
I just want a claw.
Okay, that's going to need to be a survival check.
Aren't they just on the ground? We broke several off.
Right. Well, if you're taking the stuff that you broke, then that's fine.
Yeah, I just want one of the fangs that I know broke.
If you're harvesting anything from the dragon's corpse, such as
I broke a claw, so Lazuli can take that.
right,
A
if you're
modified
taking-
19. Never mind. Someone's doing it for me.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm not doing it for you.
What?
Let me finish before you start rolling anything. If you want to take any of the parts that fell off during the fight, you can take them. If you want to harvest anything from the dragon's corpse, you're going to need to make a survival check to harvest it properly to see how much you get. And if it's decent quality, that would require like hide, flesh, that type of stuff. So
I just want a claw.
Well, there's a claw already loose, so you're good.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and get some blood.
okay. You can
I'm
get the
gonna
blood
try and
without
get
much
some
trouble.
stuff.
You scoop some blood off yourself.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's say we're covered in this stuff.
You just.
I'm just taking a fang.
Okay.
Just
I'm gonna try to hurt
You're gonna harvest an eye, Tyler?
the hide.
The hide. Okay. Give me a
Hide.
survival check.
Only you told me that sooner, otherwise I would have had a nat 20.
Wow.
What did you get? 20. Yeah. So you.
That will. Oh, hold on. Am I
You're
back?
back.
You're good.
Okay, I'm back. Every time I click off Discord for some reason, apparently whenever I talk, you don't hear it.
Weird.
So, what the hell did I roll? 19. I rolled 19.
Yeah, you take your greatsword and you just dig into, what's left of this dragon's hide, and you cut off a sizable piece of this dragon's hide, and you just kind of roll it up. It stinks, but you can't. Can Warforged smell?
I don't think so.
I don't have to.
Yeah, I don't think so. So
Unless otherwise specified, I don't believe they do.
This thing stinks, but Gungnir doesn't care. So
Only
And,
sooner. I had a nat 20 when we were discussing the rules of this.
yep. So with that, you all will head back to the part of town that is still up and running, where all the survivors had taken rest. And as you guys are walking back through town, you notice that all of the reanimated corpses are, they're bags of hammers now. They ain't doing anything. They're down for the count. So as you all make it back to, because there's the gates that separate the quadrants. So as you get to the gates of the quadrant where all the survivors are, the gate guard, which is the captain that actually let you in to save the survivors in the residential section, she actually sees the gate and she hails you, and she doesn't have the gate, and she looks at you all and says, "You guys look like you certainly had a rough day.
I could say
That
that.
is an understatement.
The undead
You
are
guys
taken
should
care
get cleaned up, and we're gonna cook you a lot of food because, one of my scouts saw you guys going into the mines, and then all this stuff stopped a little bit later. So I'm gonna take a guess and say that was you guys."
of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We caught a big dragon.
Horrorless.
Bone
And
dragon.
she's gonna call out, and she's just gonna say, "Hey, Mountain Breaker, all of the baths. And they will open the gate for you guys. And as the gate opens, standing there are a couple of guards, and they're kind of in a line, and they are saluting. They're saluting all of you guys as you walk in.
Oh shit.
And standing at the end of the guard saluting is the mayor of the town, which is Mayor Wild's brother. So another Mayor Wild's, North as you guys know him. And Mr. Frolic, the noble who had been stuck here. And he almost instinctively reaches out to like shake your hand, Torval, when he sees you, but then stops because he realizes what you're covered in. He goes, yes, quite. You chaps did quite a good job, and as promised, 100 gold for each of you. Now I can finally get out of this town and move on with my trades. I do have a question for all of you.
Yes.
Do you happen to have a name in this unit? No.
I have to think about that one.
He's just going to nod and say, fair enough. And he's going to just kind of reach into his pocket and pull out a kind of what looks like a business card. And he's just going to like hold the corner of it as far as he can away from it and like not make contact with you and just offer it to you, Torval. My God, good heavens, you reek.
Yeah, no. I'm used to it.
Don't.
Dragonblood will do that.
Yeah, he just kind of pinches his nose. That's my, oh dear heavens, my magical business card. Feel free to use it when you need. Oh God. And he just kind of walks around and like bends over behind a building and starts hacking along. The mayor, who is kind of unfazed by the stink, just kind of looks at you guys and says, yeah, drinks on the house for all of you, permanently, making it a law. And he's going to go back to tending to the people in the tent camp.
All right. Let's go get cleaned up.
All right, so you all go into the Actually, let me flip my map back over so there's no more dungeon. All right, so you are all at the Griffin's Rest, and you are upstairs, and they have prepared a lot of, those large, like, wooden basins? You know, they've a lot of those. You know, enough for all of you.
Shit.
As for Gungnir, they've just kind of put him in the kitchen, and they're just dumping buckets of water on him to try and clean him off. And
Gunnar's being washed like a royal.
Gunnar's being washed. And Mountain Breaker, as you all remember talking to her, she knows a thing or two about blacksmithing. She is waxing Gungnir as well as dumping water on him. She's polishing him and wailing him. So
Gunnar's gonna be extra shiny.
Leslie's gonna just crawl in.
Yep. So what would you all like to do? Also, mark on your sheet that you 100 gold, because that's what Frolic gave each one of you. So
Got it. So are we eventually like shown to like rooms or something, or?
Yeah, no, you're gonna be allowed to stay here. They're gonna let you stay here for free. You just saved the damn town.
Yep. I'm gonna try and get a moment alone with Gungnir.
Okay.
And just be like, all right, so I want to go over something with you real quick, just because it's something that happened back there. So when we're interacting with people, I'm indicating ball over the side. That is Alvar, right? You understand what I'm saying?
Alvar.
There we go. Good. I knew I could count on you.
And as you point over, like, that's Alvar. Alvar is sitting at the bar, stuffing his face with cake.
Oh
boy.
Leslie's gonna join him.
So yeah, Leslie, you'll come up and sit next to Albar, wink, wink, and he is just gonna fist into the just his one hand is in the cake, grab a fistful, and just.
How long has it been since you last had cake?
I don't think I've ever had cake.
Why?
We don't have this where I come from.
What?
Just kind of leans in and whispers to her. We usually feast on the souls of our enemies.
Do they taste like cake?
They're not. I don't know what that would taste like to describe it to you. He just kind of sits there and just ponders it. He can't really give you an answer, and he just says, I don't think your mind would be able to comprehend absorbing the entity of another being.
I kind of want to know what souls taste like, though. What if every single soul tastes different?
He's kind of
Like,
squints at
depending on
her.
how the person was.
He just kind of squints at her and says, now I'm interested. I never really thought about it like that.
Like, if they're really, really good, they taste like cake. But if they're really, really bad, it tastes like something spicy and horrible. Like,
He just kind of squints. Aw. There's those two guys you don't like, huh?
yeah.
I wonder what they would taste like.
Like, she's gonna start spacing out. Like,
All right.
she's got a smile on her face, but her eyes are like pure horror.
Oof.
Yeah.
George is just sitting there zoned out. Oh, we'll just keep eating cake.
Gunnier's gonna walk over to observe Ball. He is mission objective.
Gunir observes Ball eating cake. Gunir, give me a perception check to see how well you observe.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Yeah, me.
All right, well, this is probably a perfectly good waste of a nat 20 again.
A nat 20. So, Gunir, you can see the molecules on this cake. You can see the cellular level of this cake. Also, you think Ball likes cake.
Gunnier's gonna attempt to manipulate the molecules of the cake in order to ascertain why he likes it.
He's trying to scientifically he takes a sample of the frosting, puts it in a testing port, and just you just hear just a battery of tests being done to it.
Leslie's gonna partially snap out of her stupor and just very slowly grab a piece of cake and start eating it.
All right, what would the rest of you like to do?
Torval, I think, is just
I'd
getting
like to
very.
sit at the bar and try to carefully carve a small hole through the fang.
The dragon.
Yes.
Okay, the dragon tooth. Or the tooth. Just give me.
I'm willing to take as long as I need to.
Oh, as long as you need to. Then you will need to take a check. You can if you're just gonna hollow it out.
Oh, I'm gonna put a hole through it.
Just a hole.
Just enough for a string.
Oh, all right. Then you wouldn't even need to make a check for that. Yeah, it takes you about 20-ish minutes to do. I'm assuming you're gonna make a nice necklace out of it.
Yes.
Fair enough. So you have a nice new necklace, a nice trophy. And Mountain Breaker, the bartender, is going to just put a mug of ale in front of you, and she's gonna notice what you're doing and say, "Ah, you killed today, huh?"
Yeah, pretty big.
She just kind of looks at. 20. Dragon, I take it.
To be correct.
Very impressive. Tell me, how'd the beast go down?
Slowly looking over at Harrow. That one shot a beam of light through a gaping hole in its neck, which was forming because it was an undead dragon starting to give flesh by a lich. As fire poured out of it because it was not properly formed and didn't know how to breathe it, it went in the neck, out the backside, and exploded. Hence why we got covered.
She just kind of sits there and just you barely hear it, but she just goes, glorious. Oh, my fair adventurers, as for saving our little town, food and drink on the house for as long as you stay.
Thank you kindly.
Like
Thanks for
Harrow to now yell for another drink.
She's going to give you as many drinks as you want.
Yeah, Torval is getting very drunk, by the way.
Fair enough. So you all be refreshed and given merriments. Different townsfolk will come by and thank you, and some of them will give you things, mostly food, little trinkets, thank yous, that type of stuff.
Gungnir is going to assimilate the nutrients, or what were you saying he did?
Yeah, it was like assimilate the nutrients.
Yeah, he just assimilates nutrients.
Like absorbs the. Yeah, I think I did use the word assimilate.
Yeah, he just stares at it and he just says nutrition acquired. So what would all of you like to do?
Sleep.
Sleep.
Back in our rooms in a drunken stupor, I'm gonna say, well, you're a real pain in the ass, right?
You're a real what?
Pain in the ass.
Did you say, Quinn?
I'm calling him a
He's
pain
frozen.
in the ass.
He's frozen.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Quinn!
Froze!
Are you serious?
Oh shit, Quinn, you were frozen for a
Oh.
while there, yeah.
Am I better now?
Yeah.
Yeah, what did you say?
Everything was going in my
Yeah.
head. I was
Yeah, I
just,
can hear you.
yeah. I'm just like, you're a real pain in the ass, right?
And Balls is gonna kind of look over and go, yes, I
It's
am.
supposed to be a quick thing. Take care of the lich, then you go home. Now we got moving the goalposts.
Leslie's fucking out, by the way. She's already asleep.
Food coma.
In a corner with a pillow, just
Never should have made a deal. Knew it was a terrible idea. I knew I'd get us all in trouble with that, and I did it anyway.
And Ball is just gonna walk over to you and just pat you on the head with his one hand and say, there, my young cautionary
Don't
human.
touch me.
There. Nobody, Deadpool 2. I said no touching. I said I'm not ready to be touched.
And I'm just gonna feel like this can't be over soon enough. And then I'm going to just fall onto my bed and go to sleep. Just full pass out.
Righty-ho, then. Anyone else?
Gungnir's just staring at Ball.
no.
Serax just sitting on the bed looking at the paper with 2 tally marks on it.
Ball is just gonna sit there and just look at Gungnir and say, oh, look, new number 1 fanboy. Just gonna kind of lean over to Serac. How do I get him to stop?
Good question. I'm just gonna go back to looking.
Make a nest in the chimney.
Is there a
Yeah.
chimney?
Alrighty. Yeah, there's a chimney at this place. You can all take a long rest.
Excellent.
RJ,
Yes.
can I make a nest in the chimney?
Yeah, there's a chimney. You can do that. You can long rest in the chimney. There might be consequences, but yes, you can long rest in the chimney.
Yes, long rest in the chimney of a tavern where they cook things all the time.
In a bustling tavern.
We're getting our chicken nuggets.
Alright, yeah, I'm sleeping there.
Chicken nugget constantly puts himself in harm's way to become a chicken nugget.
That's Harrow's character arc.
Chicken nuggets for breakfast.
Harrow, do you want to be a chicken nugget? Well, no, but actually, yes.
So, Lazuli, I will have you. Lazuli, I'll have you wake up first.
Oh, okay.
Because you went to sleep first.
Good old Lazuli.
So, Lazuli, you wake up first, and as you wake up, I can hear myself kind of in somebody.
In me?
Like,
That's not you. That's Phoebe's background noise.
Is it me?
Yeah, we're picking up background noise from
Hold on.
what you're doing.
You shouldn't be.
It sounds.
I mean, we're
better
not
now.
anymore.
we're not anymore. That's fine.
We were for a second there.
So Lazuli, you wake up first, and the first thing that you notice is the window is cracked open to your room.
Guess I'll go investigate that.
I forgot about the night watch.
Guess I'll go investigate that.
Oh,
Oh, don't do it. Oh, I forgot. That was my idea, too. Oh, I'm an idiot.
We're gonna go investigate that.
Fuck.
All right. So Lazuli,
How long was I awake for? Because I don't have to sleep for very long, though.
Yeah.
All day.
you don't have to sleep, but don't worry too much about it, guys. So Lazuli,
and now I'm
go-
more worried.
you go over to the window and you see on the the bottom of the tavern, so so you see a body. Obviously this guy was trying to get into your room, and he's a collection agent. You know what he looks like, but there is an arrow beamed in the side of his head.
Child screaming noises.
And as you're screaming, an arrow sticks into the windowsill next to your head. It clearly missed you, and there's something attached to the arrow, something tied to it.
What?
No,
Shakily grab the arrow and untie the thing.
the note says, "Be more careful," and there's a little picture of a dove in the corner.
Oh,
Getting everybody at once.
The family. She's gonna run to the window, throw it open, and say, "Thank you, Aunt Dove."
You just hear from above the you don't see her, but you hear from above the roof.
you hear from Turtles. No.
And then she immediately slams the window back down again. And then, still realizing her situation, grabs some blankets and hides in the corner and fucking cowers.
Great. Surak, you are woken up by child screaming.
Zero thought the hammer is in my hand. And I'm looking around like, oh, what?
So Surak just breaks into your room, Leslie, and you're in the corner in blankets, and you see Surak in there just hammer drawn.
She's gonna point at the window.
Just look out the window at the body. Oh.
Aunt Dove took care of it, but I just realized that we forgot to keep an eye out for them.
Oh, you know what? That was my fault. I'm sorry. That I was supposed to do that.
It's okay. We were all having a good time.
Closes the window. Also, who?
Aunt Dove. I told you about Aunt Dove, right?
Right, the one who likes cake, right?
Maybe? I mean, Uncle Ball likes cake too, so that kind of isn't specific enough. She's the one that's a little more emotionless.
Vimos just walking by, just like yawning and stretching. She's an assassin, and he just kind of tumbles downstairs to get food.
Wait, Uncle Vimos knows Dove?
Apparently.
Apparently, yes. Also,
knows each other.
Leslie, you have a very strange extended family. That
Well, they're
now
not
makes an
actual family.
archdevil. Well, I said extended.
You take the family you can get when you don't have any left over. That's really sad.
I like to
I'm
imagine.
just gonna pat her on the head. Be like, I'll be downstairs if you need me.
Okay. I'm gonna take a couple minutes to calm down.
Ball just coming around the corner. I sense heartbreak. Why do I sense heartbreak?
Why is that what got? I mean, appreciate it, but why is that what got your attention and not the screaming?
Oh, I mean,
you know what? Stupid question. You probably have to listen to screaming all the time.
you kind of get to a point where you just drown it out.
Yeah, like a stupid question.
Do you know how many people, or well, not really,
A lot. Cut the specificity. I'm gonna guess a lot.
Just kind of air quotes. People I've had to kill face to face and see them and murder them. You know,
Many. I'm assuming many.
Yeah.
The awkward silence is interrupted by the sound of loud snoring from Torval's room.
Just to be sure, I'm gonna adjust the blankets around Leslie a bit, take the pelt off again, and just put it around her shoulders. Just breakfast.
More food, yeah.
Oh, as you all go downstairs, except for, are you staying upstairs, Leslie?
I'll come down with
You're going down.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone's down there except Torval, because Torval's still asleep. Mountain Breaker's down there, and she says, all up. Guess you folks want some breakfast. Got any special requests?
Please.
Did you say, Leslie?
I said, yes, please. Eggs and toast.
Eggs and toast?
Eggs on toast.
Eggs on toast. Make up your mind, cute child.
Well, I mean, it's the same ingredients, just the eggs on the toast.
All right, fine, I can do that.
Thank you.
She's just gonna kind of pound you on the shoulders, all right? And what does the big guy want?
Anything with meat, honestly.
Okay, big old hunk of meat. Just let me get
He's kind of zoning out because he got abruptly awoken and is now adjusting.
Just let me get the stove warmed up real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Arrow, give me a straight roll.
It is. Oh no, is this thing fucking up again?
It might be.
Matt, can you hear us?
I can't hear him.
He's not saying anything.
Matt.
Hello.
There he is.
Hello.
Matt, RJ desires a roll.
Give me a straight roll.
Not a gay roll.
Yeah, not a gay one.
That comes later.
Later.
Yeah.
How does the 7 sound?
You feel a little toasty. It's nice. You're warm. You're comfy. It's hot. You are abruptly woken by your smoldering tail feathers.
They're
Whoopsie
cooking and slowly
doopsie.
crawl out.
Are you crawling out of the top or the bottom?
You're gonna go closer to the Firebird. Don't do that. Matt?
Yes.
Oh, there he is. Yes, what? Which?
You got out of the top of the chimney or the bottom of the chimney?
Matt?
It's not a complicated
I think his thing is stuck.
Chimney.
What was it?
I heard the word chimney, and that was it.
Yeah, same.
Are you a top or a bottom?
That's a very different question.
What did he say?
I don't know.
You can type it if you want.
I think he's,
Like easy.
I think he's messaged something bottom.
Oh, he goes out of the bottom?
He's going out the bottom, apparently.
Okay.
That is what he has decreed.
Earl, you take 2 points of fire damage, and Mountain Breaker sees you and goes, Jesus Christ, what the? And she's just gonna grab you by the neck and pull you out.
Oh, left. Guess coming back.
He left. He's going to reconnect.
You doing a switch? Oh, he's in the wrong channel.
Does he want us to switch channels?
I don't.
Just pull him in. There you go.
There we go.
There he is.
I was about to say, switching voice channels isn't going to do anything.
Yeah. Oh, Matt, can you hear me? Can't hear him.
Oh, there he is.
I hear him now.
Heard something.
All right, so Matt, if you didn't hear me, you take 2 points of fire damage, and Mountain Breaker is going to see you and pull you out of the furnace by the neck and say, "By the gods, what the hell are you doing in my chimney?"
It's where I sleep.
You could have told me that.
People do not need their chimneys at night.
He's just gonna squint at you, dumbfounded. Lucky I didn't accidentally cook you.
Chicken nuggies.
Starts gnawing on his own leg.
Down and think about what you've done.
I had a good sleep. That's what I did.
I think it's around this point that Torval will fall down the stairs.
Fall down the stairs.
Straight up.
Hey, Torval, what about falling down the stairs?
You got it,
I'm
Gungnir.
falling and I can't get up.
So, we'll see Torval. Go down.
He's a conspiracy slinky.
Oh, God. You'll see Torval go down the stairs and say, "Oh, it's like somebody got out of bed on the right side." That's the expression, right? That's I did it right.
Torval will.
What? Yeah, sure.
It's like someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Oh, jeez.
Damn it.
Yes, what she said.
Torval will spring up and go, "Aliens!"
Aliens. Vimos is on the bar, just like his head is on the bar, and there's just smoke coming out of his nostrils.
He said, "My head hurts and I don't remember last night." It means aliens.
He's just on the bar, just like, moms.
Gonna just poke him.
What?
Did you want to go upstairs to sleep? I'm sure the beds would be comfier than the bar.
He's like, his eyes just get really small. He just says nothing, pulls out a bomb casing and starts stuffing it with gunpowder.
Torval's going to be confused that no one has responded to his announcement of aliens and just sits down for breakfast.
I think the party's used to you by now.
I mean, fair.
It's like, aliens. Well, there's Torval.
There he is.
Oh, Lord, he coming.
You know what? Just
Has
for the bit, you know what?
hangover of the century.
Kind of out of character, but just for the bit. Gunslinger's gonna walk over to you, Torval, and put his hand on your head and say, "I am not tinfoil. Does this help?"
Oof.
Oh no!
He'll just squint and go like, couldn't hurt.
All right, so you all will sit down, and Mountain Breaker will serve you all the breakfast that you have so chosen. But
Yeah.
I mean, chosen.
and yeah,
So chooseth.
so chooseth your breakfast.
Bacon.
I mean, she'll give you that. And as you all are sitting there and eating, the door opens up to the tavern, and in walks a friendly, humble-looking Southerner paladin.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
And he's going to look at all of you with a friendly smile. You're all eating breakfast, and he'll say, "Well, I'll save the town."
Just imagine like chunk of meat in his mouth. Just
And, he's going to sit there, and he's going to lean kind of against the wall and say, "You guys did good. And my unit were helping the guards repel the undead, and then they all just dropped like a sack of potatoes."
well.
Cracking a lich's head will do that.
"You did what now, little missy?"
Well, I didn't do it.
There may have been an altercation with a lich.
Who was a lich?
Unfortunately managed to escape under cover of a larger monster.
We did kill his bone dragon, though.
Ball just rolls his eyes and it just kind of goes like he's just kind of like, he just doesn't say anything. He's like, okay, all right.
Just elbows, just quiet, just like punching him in the thigh. Just
he's like, he doesn't even
like he knows it's not going to do anything, but it's more of a get his attention and just.
But he doesn't even react to it. He's just like,
The point is, we're all a little tuckered out, and as much as you've been doing, it would be a great help to everyone, I'm sure, if you could perhaps begin the search of where that lich could have run off to.
Yeah, me and my unit will make a report and we'll look into that. That's a good idea. Now, I did want to come.
Bagger said, "Shit, I'd hope he'd leave."
Yeah, and he'll kind of stand there. Now, I did come here for two things, and I'm a bit conflicted. I did just save this town, and that was mighty kind of you. But let's just say a little old intel report might have graced mine eyes onto who you people might be. Let's just say I might have heard you might be harboring a certain somebody. He just kind of looks at his missing arm. Now, I didn't say anything to anybody in my unit, seeing as you saved all these good people. I came here myself to say thank you and give you a warning. Next time we meet, I'm not going to be so friendly.
Also, there's aliens. Just thought I'd mention
Your choice.
And he'll
I
just.
don't know, mister. We know a lot of somebodies.
He just kind of squints at her and says, Paladin, old hair, got a problem with blood.
She's just gonna shrug.
Bid y'all farewell. See you later. He's gonna head out.
Hopefully not.
Yeah. Torval and Harrow, you both live in the town.
Right.
And you do know that there is a Church of the Fallen Spear in Prosperity.
Right. The priest.
The priest she almost beheaded.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
No, there was 2 priests, weren't there?
With
Fuck,
Tyler
maybe
White.
I'm wrong.
Do I?
Yeah,
Gunir,
you didn't
no,
meet him.
you
He
did
wasn't
not.
there for it.
You didn't meet Jonathan because you weren't with the party originally on the first session, and that's when they met him. So you're meeting him for the first time.
Okay. He just still does not care.
Was it just one priest during that altercation with Triss?
It was just one.
It was just one. Okay.
Oh, then never mind. I'm stupid.
I mean, you're not stupid. That's just kind of a background detail we forgot about.
Either way, they're gonna hear about the disappearance of one of their priests.
That is definitely not what they were. 1, we let that priest walk. And 2, now it doesn't matter. That church is now gunning for our heads. At the very least, he is.
Ball just kind of sits there and goes, "You play with him?"
What?
No.
Oh, I wish I could.
Formally.
He's just gonna sit there and go, "Well, I wish I could help, but."
No. Nobody asked you to, so please stop the sass. We get it. We get it. We argued about it, and the terms Tor came up with, somebody, probably me, should have said, hold on a second, but I wasn't thinking. Get it. They were a little too specific.
Oh no, you guys made some really intelligent terms with me. Probably better than most humans could have come up with. I was impressed.
The point is, you can stop holding it over our heads. That
If only Torval were coherent enough to register that.
Too hungover.
Yep.
And Moundbreaker will come back from the kitchen and say, yeah, me and some of the guards, we took that smithing equipment that your friend, Durnan? Yeah, Durnan wanted. Yeah, there was a guy that came by, a lizard-looking fellow. Didn't say his name, but
with a bunch of wargs.
Yeah, I was a little confused by that.
Friend of a friend.
He said to load it up and he was going to take you guys back.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so I gave it to the right guy. Just kind of wipes her brow.
Just like patting the half-conscious Tor. We know, buddy. We know.
Torval will. He'll probably come to full consciousness on the way back.
So you guys go ahead.
Is anyone? I was just wondering if anyone's gonna bring up to the guy that there's a dead guy outside of his tavern.
Oh, hanging outside my window.
It's a woman, and it depends. That depends if anybody wants to bring it up.
I mean, I know and Surak knows, so I'd rather ignore it.
Well, if they don't bring it up, then
I didn't mention it.
They're just gonna have to find out.
All right. I just wanted to make sure. Just double checking.
So yeah, just before you guys are leaving the town and you're all getting set up to, hitch up and yada yada, and you get what you want, your stuff. Mr. Frolic on his horse with his wagon and whatnot, he kind of struts by and he says, I'll keep you folks in good tidings, and should probably work on that name.
We'll work on it.
Don't worry. I'll have a base of operations, perhaps.
Outside of Prosperity.
Yeah, a rundown tavern outside of Prosperity.
Oh, that old dump. I've passed it a couple times. I'll send a messenger sometime in the future, he might have something for you. I could probably use a group like you. You seem... Just kind of squints at, Torval and Harrow. Capable.
Despite all the evidence, even those two are quite capable.
Fair enough. I bid you farewell and good travels to you. And he's going to head out. And as for the rest of you, you will get in the cart and you will go back to Tavern Sweet Tavern. And as you all are coming into view of your slightly run-down boat, you notice it's not that run down anymore. It looks like it's gotten a bit of a facelift.
Hell yeah.
The roof has been, looks like it's been professionally done. And it looks like the outside's been done a little bit. And you see the sister dwarf outside carving and painting the front. Now, all of this is it's not painted yet, but she's clearly working on it. And you see her brother over, and he's kind of set up some rudimentary wood cutting stuff, and he's just cutting and milling lumber. So this place looks halfway decent.
Hell yeah.
So,
Just like us.
Maybe that should be our group name.
Maybe not.
halfway decent.
Maybe we should project some kind of confidence.
So you all get back to a facelifted, under construction, tavern. It doesn't look old and rotted and disgusting anymore. Everything's being replaced. As you get off, the brother dwarf, I forget his name. I don't remember it, so I'm just gonna call him the brother dwarf. I'll have to look it up, and I don't feel like looking it up right now. He's gonna come over and go, "Oh, hey, you guys are you're back. We go overboard."
It looks wonderful.
Wow, we got started on the roof, and one thing led to another, and then we did the windows. We're like, well, if we got to do the windows, you got to do the walls, and you got to do the outside and the porch, and well.
Did you basically gut the whole thing and redo it?
As you say that, you look over the little dwarf's shoulder, and you see a pile of rotted, disgusted wood. He just kind of steps to obscure your view and sweats. Oh.
She kind of just sidesteps again. But that's what it looks like you did.
No, it was no trouble at all. We just I've got some scratches.
You two did wonderful work. And I'd like to pass him 50 gold.
All right, he will take it and go, I can't accept this. You guys see. And the sister's going to go, brother, stop being so modest and just take the gratuity. They're appreciated. And stop underselling your artisan. You did a wonderful job on this building.
Don't work for exposure.
Don't work for exposure. And Durnan is going to come out of the front of the tavern and just go, you guys are back.
Yes.
We had a dragon gut and bloodbath.
Just gonna walk past you guys to the back of the cart. Oh, baby. Smith equipment. I've missed you. Missed you like my wife. He's just gonna start pulling out the thing and just, damn it, darn it, woman. He's just you say I can't make a sword, I can make a sword. I'll show you what kind of sword I can make.
Mr. Durney, can I make a request?
He's just gonna stop. Yeah.
She's gonna hold the dragon claw out to him. Can you make a dagger out of this?
He's gonna snatch it and go, I'll kill the dragon.
Yes.
You got dragon parts?
Got a couple.
Gimme.
Sorry, repeat that.
He just said gimme. Gimme.
She gives it to him. Hey.
Does Gungnir still have this dragon hide on his back?
Yeah, you took it with you. You have that.
That's some good armor right there.
No. Come.
Having trouble controlling that liquid there, Phoebe.
He's mine. My baby. No, it's okay.
Oh no.
He's fine. He didn't even run all the way. He just wanted water. He's
That
mad.
does not want to be held. Hold later.
So for those of you that give Durnan your dragon parts, he's going to set them aside and start getting his smithing equipment set up.
Hell yeah.
We'll say Harrow, you want to head back into the tavern because you're like Paxton or Fish or whatever. Can you hear me?
I think I was just going to take his mute.
You want to
Okay.
He wants the drink.
So basically, Harrow, you're about to head into the tavern and you see Fish sitting on the porch smoking a cigar.
What?
He looks a bit downtrodden.
Oh no.
What's
Is
wrong,
everyone done?
Fish?
Money down right now. This has to do with Iron.
What's got
What did you
now,
say, Matt?
Fish?
He's asking what's wrong.
Fish is gonna just take a puff of the cigar and go, "Well, it all started after you guys left."
Oh no.
And we're just screen wipe. Fish. Well, with all of them gone, I guess I could cure some meat, make some stew for them when they come back. And I went out and I killed some bandits.
Called it.
I got some lips. Feed me, chef. Feed me. He's been doing that for 3 days. He just grabs you by your collar. 3.
So wait, does Iron have lips now?
Iron has lips.
What does he look like?
I wanna
I don't know. Maybe find Iron and find out.
know. Leslie's gonna run inside and go, Iron!
Leslie, you go inside. You go inside and you see Iron pinned to the wall by a cacophony of daggers. You see Trish taking a peeled human face and putting it in a fire. Or again. Do this again. Smiting you.
Carl.
Iron!
Just walking in after Leslie, just like, what has happened? He's gone for 3 days.
Oh my god, I love the chaos I can incite.
And out of everything going on here, Paxton just at the bar cleaning a cup. Oh, you guys are back. Well, ignore the mess they made, I guess.
Mistress, we have something kind of important to tell you.
Versus just kind of walk over and say, you don't have to call me mistress. I have a name.
There's a southern guy missing an arm looking for you, and he's very mad.
His name Jonathan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
We didn't say anything about you, but he found out that we were associated with you anyway.
It's fine information. The church is in a lot of places. It was bound to happen eventually.
What did you do to him? I mean, other than the arm thing.
You are very young, and that is not.
I just got back from killing a dragon and getting covered in its blood and guts, and then almost getting murdered right after. So, I'd like to know.
Sometimes I forget that you're incredibly deceiving to your experience.
It's an easy thing to forget.
He's gonna take a seat at the bar and just say, "Oh, well, that's going to make things a little difficult now, isn't it? I'll wait for the rest of your compatriots to get in then."
Buzz is gonna run out and call everyone who isn't in.
Guess we'll file in that case.
You all shuffle in, and Triss will swivel to look at you all.
Gungnir,
This is certainly going. Oh, go ahead.
Gungnir's going to help with building defenses around the new and improved tavern.
All right.
Can you keep building your wall?
Yeah.
And as you do that, the dwarven brother will just kind of like, no, not big strokes. It's not a hunk of meat. You don't have to slam into it, okay? It's little tiny hits. It's not about quantity. It's about quality.
Gungnir's taking construction lessons.
Yeah, Gungnir is learning carpentry. He's taken up a woodsman apprentice.
Oh my god.
He's just he's just gonna give him like the smallest hammer he has and just do the fine work. Focus on that. So as you're all inside the tavern, minus Gungnir, she's gonna sit there and say, "Well, it was only a matter of time before they." She squints and looks at Ball.
Yep.
Why?
He's in disguise, I would
Oh,
imagine.
the disguise didn't work.
Wait.
I'm just gonna. He's still in tiefling form, right?
Yes.
I'm just gonna look at him, look back at her. Well, it was worth a shot.
I made a new uncle.
Kind of leans and looks at her.
Look, we needed to deal with the head of a mansion. He was generating the barrier. We needed a way out and to deal with the lich. Long story short, we have a very strict schedule that Lazuli has signed.
And I have a new uncle.
And she has a new uncle.
I'm gonna look at Ball and say, "Don't you have another disguise?"
Also, the lich may have gotten away.
Ball just goes, "Oh yeah," turns himself into you, Torval. I do.
Body snatcher!
Skinwalker!
Torval will just run up to his room.
Paul just
Don't
turns
mind
back
him,
into,
he's fine. He
back
likes
into,
cake
back into
and
the
naps.
tiefling, back into the tiefling design. Well, I'm gonna keep that one in my back pocket for later.
Don't mind him, Triss. He likes cake and naps.
She just rubs her temples.
This
Fine.
is a primordial incarnation of evil. Like,
He likes cake and naps.
We had to take care of it.
There was a what?
They left the mansion, and there was a celestial who I may have yelled at.
It's a pretty good one, too. The yelling.
Fine, whatever.
Tensions were high. We just wanted to be done with it.
Look, okay, we're getting off track. First problem, foremost, whatever. Okay. Now that the church knows where I am, they're probably gonna come after me. She just looks at all of you, putting all of you in danger, i.e. the line of fire.
Of order. At this point, it's just more danger.
That's not
Fine.
new to me.
More danger.
This is like, what, 3 levels of danger on Lazuli now? It's just... I
Yeah,
think we
it's
might
got
be danger
Romulus and Sirius and a lich,
Yep.
and I guess now these guys.
We've all got the Black Weaver, yeah, so...
I guess that is a fair.
Which got away, but didn't get away, but the blast didn't kill him.
Right. You can fill
We'll
me
get back
in
to that
later. Yeah, the thing is, are you all comfortable with me sticking around? If that's the case, we can always
Why
move
not?
on.
Strength in numbers.
You haven't killed us yet.
Also, Mr. Jonathan said he wasn't going to be kind to us either way, so at this point, I don't think they care if you're here or not.
That's a fair point. As to your inquiry, little lady, I'm in an interesting predicament. She just kind of sits there, kind of debates whether she wants to do what she wants to do, and then she pulls down her hood to reveal that she has a set of wolf ears in her hair.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those things you
And-
wanted to hide.
Yeah, it's not natural. Look, basically,
Neither am I.
my mother,
I mean, yours are kind of natural. They're from your parents.
may have been turned into a werewolf. Well, I was not born yet, and that might have caused some problems and made me neither full werewolf nor full human. Therefore, I'm a mix of both at all times.
Yeah.
Problematic. Right. So when I see blood, due to my heightened senses, it puts me in a bit of a frenzy.
We remember. It was horrifying.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Well, let's just say I wanted to become a paladin to try and do good in the world, and what's that saying? The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Let's just say I didn't think or I didn't expect them to prick my finger, and I got my consciousness back. I thought I killed everyone.
Almost.
Yeah, that being the almost. Jonathan has every right to want to kill me, and frankly, I don't blame him. That's that. Yeah. He just kind of doesn't know what to say at this point.
Man, adults suck.
Fish just kind of comes in puffing the cigar. Guys, hungry? I've been making a stew for like 2 days.
3 days
I'm gonna
too?
be really good. No, I tried to make the 3 day stew, but Iron, I'm on the wall. Iron kept dipping his face in it. And considering what was attached to his face, that's good.
Iron, did you forget how to be polite and eat normal human people food?
I don't eat normal human people food. I'm a skeleton.
You take a small amount and you eat it by yourself. You don't put your whole face in.
I'm sorry, I might have got a wee bit excited. It's been a good 100 years since I've had the ability to have lips.
I'm still not sure what benefit those would have given you.
Yeah, that soup went right through me. He just kind of like opens his robe a little bit. I don't have any guts.
I'm not
Hey.
gonna suggest it. I'm not gonna suggest
Please don't.
I'm not gonna suggest
Please don't.
I guess
because
you're
you know
just
what
gonna
I'll
have
do.
to live
Why
with
don't
it,
you just
Iron.
Make a stomach.
Out of paper mache.
Why doesn't Iron just make a
Good
stomach?
idea.
Make one out of
You
cloth.
understand? When I took that bandit's face, he yelled something at me as I ran away. Something along the lines of, "You'll never be a real boy." I have no idea what he meant.
That's a Pinocchio story.
It's an old folk tale. Don't worry about it.
Fair enough. So,
You weren't lying to him, were you?
what's with the Archdevil?
He's my uncle now.
How does everyone recognize him on sight?
I mean, powerful Black Weaver, Wizard, and Paladin.
Fair.
We shouldn't have been surprised.
It's fair.
When I asked him to disguise, that was just fingers crossed.
Triss can detect good and evil.
It was
so-
fingers crossed, like this isn't going to work.
I mean, she has to think to use it, but yeah, that's a fair point.
Like it's practically finger mustache levels of, well, here we go.
I mean, yeah, she has to think to use it, but just as like guy comes in, she doesn't know. She's gonna be like, "Are you good or evil?" Oh,
Ooh.
This is Lazli's new uncle.
I signed a contract
Deal.
with him.
Was he would take care of the Lich and then go back to fight in the, or what was it called? The
Torvald will
war,
just poke his head out of his room. Blood War.
Blood War, and go back to that. Unfortunately, the thing he ended up trying somehow did not kill the Lich. So we're kind of stuck with him for now.
I need a new prosthesis. You know,
You could ask Durnan for something that's at least mildly functional. It might not be magical, but at least you'd have 2 arms.
Yes, well, I could have a piece of metal as a hand. I need something to be a fulcrum point for casting magic. Very different.
Aaron, do you know anything about
Pull a
that?
stick out of
Oh.
my
Yeah, any
Yeah.
ideas on how we could help you get something new?
Well, the first thing you're going to need is some kind of arm. Just like, you have that robot guy with you? He's got arms?
We're not taking off Gunnir's arm.
Oh, no. I'm not saying you take his arm. I'm saying model something like his arm. So,
Still
as
could
a-
have Durnan do that.
Okay, that's a good. Yes, we could have Durnan do that, and then
As for getting a magical crystal powerful enough to be put in said arm, yeah, I'm gonna have to do some research for that.
Torval!
Triss up and down, I guess.
Torvald will.
Triss is gonna walk over and just start pulling out the
You're
knife.
gonna need to research big, powerful crystals that we could possibly get our hands on.
What? I mean, it's not really my specialty.
Well, you're good at research, aren't you?
As you say that, Iron is just gonna march up the stairs all cocky and proud, and he's gonna grab you, Torval, by the collar and just say, "Come on, conspiracy theory man, we've got research to do."
Oh, well, I guess this is happening.
This is my life now.
Getting dragged by a skeleton.
I'm getting dragged by a 100-year-old former cultist skeleton who has a potato for a brain. Sure.
And Ball is gonna sit down at the bar and just go, "You're the bartender?" "Yes, I'm the bartender." "You make drinks?" "I'm very good at what I do." "Uh-huh. Give me a margarita sunrise with some lemon on the side." "You testing me?"
Oh, he was asking about that on the way back.
"Uh-huh."
Yeah, get him a margarita.
He's just gonna do it the entire time. Usually he just doesn't put a lot of thought or effort into it, and it turns out fine for you guys. But you can see him staring, like squinting at this glass as he frosts the edge, twists the lemon, puts the right amount in. "There, Your Highness, drink that. Tell me what you think of it." All will take it and just take a dainty sip. Perfect. That's what I fucking thought.
Oh, Paxton is not having his shit.
And yeah, with that, we shall end there.
Fair enough.
Works for me.
Sure.
Torval just getting co-opted into research. Yeah, his specialty is monsters, not magic.
It's just research. Just need to do. Oh.